Alrighty folks, hello there, this is Alan recording another comprehensive Magic the Gathering Arena Draft video. So, we're finally going to go over some Premier Draft Baldur's Gates, because by now, I pretty much have the clear statistics on the color power rankings and what the top commons are and the uncommons are. Watch a couple of streamers already, and yeah, I have a clear idea of how this set operates. Got to Mythic rank this month drafting Baldur's Gate Premier Draft, and yeah, to say, the format can definitely an improvement from Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, but however, it still kind of feels like Dominaria in a sense, where some of the packs just has a bunch of like bad cards, and then there's only a few good ones that really stand out. Um, in terms of color balancing, white and green improved by a lot, so I'm quite happy about that. And the red-black treasures deck, which was pretty much the boogeyman of the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms format, in which the cards in both of those colors were just miles ahead of everything else, got kind of nerfed. So I'm happy that we no longer have 3 mana Sack and Steel, and it downgraded to 4 mana Sack and Steel, which could still be a thing, but not as prominent since, you know, again, white and green got pumped, and they're actually, they can combat decks like red-black. So anyways, let's get started, do some Premier Draft Baldur's Gates, and yeah, overall, a fun set, a much more fun set compared to, again, Adventures in Forgotten Realms, and it's still quite a fun set overall. You can end up drafting maybe white-base aggro for the most part, or red-black treasures is still kind of a thing, and then green-base ramp. The only kind of fault I say in this set is that blue still is still the worst color, and it's still pretty bad. I'm not even sure if blue in this format is better than blue in the original OG Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. It might even be worse because they got rid of Ginny Windseer, and there's not a whole lot of blue cards that you're excited to play. Like, I think almost all the blue commons are almost all pretty bad. The uncommons, very few of them are good, but then if you have to play a good blue card and then have the rest of your deck just be a bunch of bad blue cards, it's not great. But there's a couple of mythics and rares that you could splash for in blue, which are quite powerful, and hopefully we'll see one. So pack one, pick one, kind of like Dominaria. There's not a lot of amazing cards in the pack, but you do know the standout ones. Skynos Dragon Valso is pretty decent. Specialize can sometimes punish you, because if they manage to remove your creature while specializing, you don't get the effect, and you still have to discard a card to specialize, but in some cards it can be quite powerful, but specialize is kind of there's some bad specialized cards and good specialized cards, and I'll let you know which one they are. But Skynos is decent, it's not even sure if it's better than Owlbear, but it's still a contention as a first pickable card because it's just better than everything else besides these two other cards. Probably going to take Priest of Ancient Lore here. White is the best color in this format, and it got supremely upgraded, and so it's good to start with a top white common. This is actually not the best white common. I think it's the second best white common in my opinion. I think Blessed Hippogriff is the best white common, and we'll get to that. But yeah, Priest of Ancient Lore is excellent. Owlbear is also quite good as well. But yeah, Priest, just stick with white as our first card, and it's just a powerful good 2-for-1. Finding a Priest of Ancient Lore, we could take a second one, or we can dive into a much more riskier maneuver by taking Liara the Flaming Fist. Red-White is also one of the top decks in this format, along with Black-White. They're both kind of evenly split, to be honest. But given the fact that Priest of Ancient Lore is still just a top common of the set, in fact, it might actually just be the second best common overall, even though it's the second best common white, because white's the best color. I'm still just going to take it just to stay open. Like, white-green could still be a thing. And, yeah, white-black, of course. If this one was in the pack, easy Liara. This is just a great uncommon. Can generate you some value by activating its ability, giving another target non-token creature double strike, and then just and at the beginning of each combat, including the opponents, your double team creatures can get. I mean, if you own a creature the same name, so mostly a double team creature in the battlefield graveyard, it still gets pumped. So you can even use this to your advantage. But we'll take another Priest of Ancient Lore just to stay mono white for now, and see where we end up. Alright, just definitely going to take Steadfast Unicorn here. As you see, white also has some powerful 2-drops in this set. Flaming Fist Dustguard, Soldiers of the Watch, and Steadfast Paladin. Looking at the data, Flaming Fist Dustguard is the one that stands out the most. I'm not sure if that's correct, since Soldiers of the Watch can generate extra resources, which could be valuable in a white aggro deck. But we're still going to take Steadfast Unicorn. It's still better than all three of these good 2-drops in white. Rescue Chingwa is kind of a cute thing, but I'm not even sure if you want to really bounce anything with this. So I don't really want Vanilla 2/2. I want a 2-drop that replaces itself, pumps another creature, or gains life, so it's probably just worse than these three. And then there's also Genasi Rabble Rouser, a top red common. Red, funny enough, pairs very well with white and black, and red is still like a color that you play in the top decks in the format, but honestly, red is actually not all that good, to be absolutely honest. But it still just pairs very well with, again, white or black, which are the two best colors. I could take Valiant Farewell, which is okay. It's a fine pump trick that replaces itself. Or we can dive more into this red-white double team strategy with either Giant Fire Beetles or Null Hunting Party. There's also some okay green cards here, like Null Hunter definitely got worse in the set. There's also Kaka, Shadow Druid, which is a good card too. Black-green doesn't really care about the whole self-mill synergy thing, but this is just really solid, but I don't think we can take it. I might just take the Null Hunting Party, reason being is that it can be... I have 2 Priests of Ancient Lore, which are 3-drops, in that kind of contested department for the Giant Fire Beetles already, so I don't want to really have an awkward curve. So Null Hunting Party can give me maybe a card I can play out cheap if I attack with a bunch of creatures, or even cast for 5 or 4 mana, and that might line up better. And we'll just take another Steadfast Unicorn. Interestingly enough, this card is, a top common, definitely top 10 common for some reason. I don't know why. A lot of people, including me, didn't really see the potential of this card. But the fact that white can go wide, generate resources, have excellent 2-drops, and this also gives you Vigilance, and you can just catch the opponent off guard by playing this on turn 5 and pumping is kind of a huge deal. So, don't know how to really explain it, but that's kind of the best I can explain it. But yeah, definitely going to take Unicorn. Kalane also quite good, but has fallen a little bit. But the Red-Black Treasures deck has fallen a little bit from grace. As you're seeing at common, there's not a whole ton of support for it. And again, the Price of Loyalty spell became 4 mana as opposed to 3. Definitely going to take Hill Giant Herdgorger here. Still not a big fan of Minimus Containment. I know it's a removal spell, and it's not all that bad in a sealed setting, where you kind of need to use this as kind of your removal spell if you don't have much in white. And it can be okay in the late game. But yeah, still having to use this on a creature and then giving them a mana is pretty abysmal. Just going to take Hill Giant Herdgorger here. It's a great top-end card, great curve topper, and probably the best card in this pack overall. And, white-green has a bit of this minor life gain theme in this set, but it's not as pronounced as it was in Adventures in the Forgotten Realm. So you don't really care about picking up too many life gain payoffs, and like Trelisar and the Celestial Unicorn, and even then Unicorn's kind of awkward because it contests a 3-drop department with Priest. So not sure about that. Patriarch's Humiliation pick 7 is kind of insane. This is also one of the best commons in the set. In fact, I think again all the top 3 white commons are the top 3 commons in the set overall. Steadfast Unicorn is a little bit slightly lower than Myconid, and maybe the one in black, I forgot what it is, the 2/1 Death Touch that replaces itself, but still quite good. But we'll take Patriarch's Humiliation. This is basically 1 mana kill anything in this format, and pick 8 Patriarch's Humiliation is kind of insane to see, especially in the Premier Draft, which you usually don't see a bunch of good cards and people know the format, but it seems like people haven't gotten the memo yet. So not sure here. And then this pack, Ranger Squadron, not a card I like, even though it has double team, it's too expensive. Might just take either the Pump Spell in red, can even take Follow the Tracks in green, which is fine, but not at the same level of like Myconid. What's this? Exile up to 5 target permanent cards. I don't believe in this. I also don't believe in this. I'm just going to take the You Come to No Camp. In red-white, this card is actually kind of decent since it can pump. And then might actually just take a Devout Paladin. Definitely, it kind of does a similar role as the Steadfast Unicorn on turn 5, but just to keep us on color, I'll take it, and it's actually pretty okay. As a fine one as a top end, and then wow, Flaming Fist Dustguard pick 11, that's a nice gift. This is still a very solid 2-drop, and still in the pack. Right, gonna take Null Hunter here over Sylvan Shepherd. I don't think this card's very good. And then this card, I wish the black-green self-mill thing actually was a thing, which has minor synergy, but you don't really need to play a bad card like this just to make green-black work. It's kind of insane. So anyway, yeah, white looks open, the best color, and then green could be our secondary color because we saw a pretty late fall of the tracks, and we got one. So okay, so speaking of blue rares that are good, John Renicus is really good, but we're nowhere near touching blue or black as one of our splash options. But if I had a blue card to choose from, this could be first pickable, and I wouldn't fault anyone. But we're gonna take Blessed Hippogriff. This is the best common in the set, and interestingly enough, higher than Priest. And in a sense, it does a similar role like Priest of Ancient Lore, since it kind of does replace itself by giving you a combat trick that's very efficient, and then a 2/3 flyer. So, in a sense, it did kind of draw you a card, quote-unquote, with the Priest of Ancient Lore, assuming that this resolved and did what it did. So it's still a little bit more conditional, but the card's excellent, and it's going to be my pick. And even, let's just say your indestructible trick doesn't work, well, they still have the user removal spell to also deal with it, so it's still 1-for-1, but if it lands, it's quite powerful, so. But we'll take Blessed Griff, card's great. And then we'll take another Priest of Ancient Lore. Don't know what this is still doing. I mean, I got past 2 of them, so we'll take another one. In fact, this pack is just awful. So outside of like Null Hunting Party, but even then, it's not that great. So we'll take another Priest, and yeah, we should have a really solid deck. White-green is a solid color in this format too, although they're kind of at opposing ends of the spectrum. The top green commons want to really ramp, and the top white commons want to be low to the ground, but it's not impossible to play. You can still end up in a pretty fun mid-rangey green-white deck with a mix of both early game and late game. But yeah, white pairs the best with red and black if you have to choose a color. So I believe this card you do have to activate blue mana to do so, otherwise it's a 4-mana 4/5, which is a really good body, I suppose. So what is this? If it has hexproof, if it wasn't dealt damage, if it hasn't dealt damage yet, okay. So it's hard to interact with. Deals combat damage to a player, create a food token. Alright. And then for blue, which we're not going to play at, you can sacrifice a food, draft a card from Omnitara's spellbook when you do add blue. So this is quite a good card. I could also just take Prosperous Thief as just a solid 2-drop. Maybe Prosperous Thief might actually be better. Looking at the stats, I think this is quite strong as well. And given that I'm kind of heavy white, I'm leaning towards the Innkeeper, since the double green from this could be hard to cast. Like, maybe this is a raw power level better, but I feel like we might just have a bunch of 4-drops already. So I'm kind of like the Innkeeper, can gain us life to help in a racing situation, and then the treasures can also help us ramp, which is nice. And I think this is also maybe higher than the Werebear anyways, and we'll just take another Hippogriff, seeing some late green cards as well. So it might just end up in white-green for the most part. And Trellisara is one of those life game payoffs I was speaking about, which, you know, you shouldn't emphasize too much in this set, since it's really more about raw power level over synergy. Even now in red-black treasures, you're more like red-black aggro in good cards, and in green-black, you're more just green-black base ramp, as opposed to green-black graveyard. But sometimes you can have a bit of these only good synergistic cards like Trellisara here. And even that, like, if this was a 3-drop, I'd say this would be pretty bad. But given that it's a 2-drop, it's nice to sometimes just play this on 2 and grow it. And we do have Innkeeper and Triple Priest and Hill Giant, so it looks good here. We're just going to maybe draft a really fun white-green deck. And I'm going to take Understellar Myconid since black seems cut off. But I wouldn't mind splashing Minthara if Myconid was in this pack. But yeah, speaking of top commons, Myconid, the best green common in the set. This really helped push green, since green didn't have a ton of ways to fix and ramp at common in the Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. Well, they did, but they weren't good ways to ramp. But Myconid is excellent, makes a 1/1 body, and then when it dies, it replaces itself with a 1/1 body as well. Actually pretty good with Steadfast Unicorn, and also good with Sepulchre Ghouls, since it generates a token to stack, so we'll take it here. And then here, probably just going to take a land here. Guardian Naga could be playable, but more of a sideboard option. There's not too many incentives for me to exile target artifacts or enchantments. They do come up occasionally, but not all that often. And then there's Underdark Basilisk, can be a fine defensive 2-drop. But we're kind of aggressive, I think, in this deck. Like, even though we'll be ramping a bit. So I'll take the land just as extra resources in the late game. And then probably just going to take second land here over Random Pump Trick over Ether Cap, which isn't bad as well, but kind of clunky. I don't want to play too many tap lands, but it's okay. And then late Sepulchre Ghoul, this card is still quite good in this format, and they give it extra toughness. At the start of this format, though, everyone thought black was the best color. And it does look like, in theory, if you look at the black cards, and them upgrading Sepulchre Ghoul, seeing Vampire spawn in the Gilsworn Prowler, plus Grim Bounty, you kind of have to believe that maybe maybe black was the best color, but as time showed, white is actually the best, and black is actually just a little bit close, but it's still slightly behind white. But if you can choose two base colors in this format, I would recommend being white first, and then black second, and then green third, and then red fourth, and then blue you should not even play at all unless you're splashing for the Broken Planeswalker. Like, this is a solid card, but even then it's not all that great since it's just like, 7 mana, scry 1, draw a card, 3/3 flyer. So even then it's just kind of a card that's just okay, and it's apparently a top blue common. One of the best cards in the set is the Shadowheart Sharon Cleric. Could splash for this. What is this? Is a 2/2 Death Touch with Specialized 2, and then you can only activate if a player has 13 or less life at the beginning of end step. It deals 1 damage to each player, so it's a ticking clock. Plays really well if you already have life gain synergy, so you don't move down. And then once you specialize, you have some various effects. Not sure what they are. You just get a Death Touch lifelink. I mean, I could still take it here because there's nothing else in this pack I care about in white or green. Maybe we do end up splashing this, and this can be quite fun. Because I know for sure this is a top card in the set, one of the highest performing rares in the set. But sure, yeah, this can be kind of cool. And yeah, we can maybe splash it. I'll see. The card's quite good, I believe. And we'll just take another Priest. I think Priest over Steadfast Unicorn is still correct. We're getting past Raphael, Fiendish Savior, unfortunately. Can't take it here because it doesn't make sense with what we have. But we still have a 4th Priest, which is pretty insane. So not going to complain. And then these are kind of cards I think we could sideboard out. Might not play this though, but we kind of need, unless we get more Myconids. But the card is excellent, so I'm going to try to do my best in order to fix this. Unless there's a top common. But in the first pack there was nothing exciting, so I think it was worth taking a card like Shadowheart. Probably just going to take another Herd Gorger, although I don't have much ramp. There's also another Steadfast Paladin here. In terms of 2-drops, we could use an extra 2-drop. I do like the Hill Giant, but again, we're not really ramping that much. Like, I'm not even sure if I want to play second fall tracks just to enable the Hill Giant Herd Gorger. So Hill Giant could just be a fine top-end role player, and we could just use another 2-drop like the Steadfast Paladin. Because, like, we're not even guaranteed to splash a Shadowheart Cleric in this deck, and we kind of need more extra 2s, which we're kind of lacking. So, let's take a Steadfast Paladin here. Still a really solid 2-drop. And we'll put this aside. I guess we have Prophetic Prism to help. So, we'll see. We could just be like a beat-down white-green deck that's not ramping all that much. But there is a Lintworm, which I'm going to have to take here, the second best green common. It goes Understellar Myconid, Dreadworm, and then I think it goes actually Herd Gorger over Owlbear, funny enough, since this is just bigger stats. Yeah, it's kind of, Owlbear has kind of also fell from grace, but it's still a good card. But I remember in Adventures of Forgotten Realms, that was the best green common. But yeah, now we have some more better green commons, and we'll take Lindworm here. So I guess we might just start ramping in this deck. And probably take Unicorn. Although again, I talked about the weird 3-drop department, but we do have a lot of life gain in this deck. So I feel like it can be an okay conclusion, or take a Valiant Farewell, which could be fine as well. Yeah, this card could also be fine. Not sure here. We don't have a ton of removal. I guess we have double Patriarch's Humiliation. Maybe I just take Valiant Farewell. I really don't like Unicorn in this deck. Like, we have a bunch of these 3s already. And then we could just take a random Pegasus Guardian. Not sure if I'll play it, though, since we have some 6s already. I could also just maybe take a second Paladin, perhaps. Like, 5-mana 3/3 flyer isn't great, but I guess this has a pretty unique effect, being able to flicker, for example, the Priest of Ancient Lore for some value. And then in the end, for 6 mana, I guess you can, this is quote-unquote a 4-mana 4/4 flyer, since it can potentially generate a 1/1 Pegasus creature token with something left. I guess I'll take it here for funsies, but I'm not sure if I'll play it. And then this pack is just kind of whatever. You can also take a Guardian of the Naga now, but not sure if I'll play it. And then we got another one. Navigation Orb is kind of cute. I guess you only used, I guess this is a way to ramp, but it's 5 mana, so not sure. I'm hoping for some extra playables here. Iron Golem is actually good in red-white. Not sure how it is in white-green. Yeah, I'm not going to try Squadron Hawk. I think it's a little bit too ambitious. So, could actually play Icewind Stalwart, actually. I forgot we have quadruple Priest of Ancient Lore, and that's quite decent, so you can always just flicker your creatures again. for various effects. So I actually don't hate it on turn 4. It's pretty decent. And then if we're going to be playing white-green, we're going to be playing some top end, could use you hear something on watch. It's pretty good defensively and also solid offensively, given that pumps your whole team. So yeah, we're at 20 playables, so we just need to add 3 more cards and this deck should be fine. Not sure what those 3 additional cards should be. So yeah, we could try to splash for Shadowheart Sharon just to have some fun. Or we can just go completely white-green and that's also okay. We already have a Valiant Farewell, so I'm glad I didn't take the second one. So our curve actually looks kind of like this. No 5-drops, so maybe we can make room for one. Even though I'm not seeing any. Ether Cap could be playable, but it's also kind of just unexciting. Yeah, I guess since we don't have 5-drops, Devoted Paladin could be it. Or I guess Steadfast Unicorn is already a 5-drop, since you play it and then you activate it. So yeah, sometimes a Paladin and a Unicorn just kind of has the same abilities, so it might be kind of awkward at times. So yeah, this is kind of what we're trying to deal with right now, the deck. And then the sideboard has just some decent cards here. The most powerful card is by far Shadowheart Cleric, so it could try this and then just throw a Follow the Tracks just to maybe help splash black and maybe throw in a Prophetic Prism. Looking at creature count, we do have enough. 16 is a decent amount. So let's see, we're definitely not going to specialize in black, since we need to find the black mana to cast this. So most of the time we will be, I don't want to craft this, I just want to see the options. We can turn it into a 4/4 Death Touch that drains each player, then generates a 2/2 White Knight token at the end step. We can transform it into green-black, which can't be blocked by 2 powerless, also drains each player, and then also keeps growing. So I could try this and it could be kind of fun. But although I need to just throw in a junky playable like Prophetic Prism, which I'm not all that excited about, so I'm not sure. Maybe we just throw in the Pegasus Guardian, because it does have nice synergy. The Priest of Ancient Lore gives us another top end, and that could be a reason to throw out and Follow the Tracks, even though it doesn't really help us. We're not using it to splash Shadowheart Sharon Cleric. We can at least use this to maybe get towards the Pegasus Guardian, or we might not even play this. The fact is, we're already playing these Priests of Ancient Lore on turn 3, which are drawing us into cards. Not ramping, of course, but still helping us hit our land drops. But maybe I just don't need this. I could just run another No Hunter just to have an extra 2-drop, which we kind of want in this deck, so maybe that's fine. And then the final card, not sure what it will be. Ether Cap is a utility creature for flyers, but we should be maybe okay against flyers with double Blessed Hippogriff, Pegasus Guardian, and then some of our removal spells, so it might not be necessary. Again, I don't care about ramping if we're going to naturally draw towards our win conditions and land drops. Could actually throw in maybe Guardian Naga or the Devoted Paladin. And then, yeah, given that we're lacking a 5-drop department, maybe we just take Devoted Paladin, even though I said Steadfast Unicorn you can activate. But one could be okay if we're trying to curve out. And then, yeah, Naga is kind of more of a like a situational card, sideboard option, and then it's going to be awkward having to cast this on 7. Same with the Ranger Squadron. So yeah, maybe like this could be okay. And then this is 17 lands, which is fine. Keeping it 8/6. Do I need to go 8 green sources? Probably not. Can get away with 7, I think. And then that should be okay. So yeah, 10/7 seems fine since we seem to be pretty heavy white. We need to cast our early white 1-drops and then activate the white portion of it as well. It also helps us with the Hippogriff too, since it's white 1 white to keep up the activated ability. So I'm kind of down to just try this and see how it goes. So yeah, let's give it a shot. I guess that's the name of the game. Quadruple Priest is kind of insane, so I have high hopes that this can get to 7 unless I blunder or face against some very good opponents. But you kind of have to imagine getting past Quadruple Priest of Ancient Lore is kind of insane, and not something you would likely imagine for the most part. Alright, so opening hands. Well, we have Steadfast Unicorn, although we can't play it on turn 2 because of this land. But I suppose we can keep because we can at least curve out, so I'll try it. And then not sure which 2-drop I want to run out first. Could just throw out the Flaming Fist Dust card into maybe Steadfast Paladin. because on turn 3 the green deck could have Mythic in it, and I could at least sneak in one attack before it goes away. And then we can try to double spell next turn and see how we like to, which creature we want to advance and increase. Probably just have to pump a 2-drop here over Steadfast. So the Land Druid lines up pretty nicely against a 3-1, so definitely not going to be attacking here. Plus, we don't really want to give him a land. Priest of Ancient Lore isn't bad. I think that's fine just to help us here, Landross. I don't like pumping it because, again, it just trades into this, but it's fine. I think we just need to hit our land drops. Hopefully, once we can land the Circle, Steadfast Unicorn, and attack, we can pump these to attack past the Circle of Land Druid. But I don't really, again, want to give him a land, but opponent's ramping pretty well, so hopefully we can get another land. Alright, so now we can double spell now and take our time. And then once we get land next turn, we can run out Devout Paladin or Steadfast Unicorn and try to smash. Blood Money, this is not a card I see too often. Destroy our creatures. For each non-token creature destroyed this way, you create a tapped treasure token. So this would have been a pretty scary card to play against. Haven't seen this one yet because there's a ton of rares in this format. A lot more cards than adventures. Alright, this is kind of awkward. I suppose I can attack with these two and I'm fine. And then maybe Trellisara main phase just in case I can grow her. And then, yeah, I don't think I'm sending in the 3-1. Fine if this chumps or trades. And he probably doesn't want to trade for the Walrus here. And I don't think there's any other sweepers in black and green, so I think I'm fine just running out maybe Unicorn and say go. Landworm is quite good, but I kind of want to hit my land drop. Yeah, I don't really want to keep up 4 mana all day, so I just want to hit my lands. And then I run out this Unicorn. I could also hold on to Unicorn, honestly. And then we can save this for like another turn where we play us on turn 5 and activate and catch him off guard. So I think I'm fine saying go. And then maybe run out Paladin, assuming I get a land next turn. And then try to smash. And then I can still trade here and draw a card with the Valiant Farewell. Although if I play out the Druid here, it's kind of awkward, given how this blocks, so maybe just attack with these two, or these three. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. I mean, I still have to run it outright, and just attack with these two and see how it goes, so I'll try that. And then set up next turn with maybe Unicorn. Yeah, this gives us a really good turn to attack. I guess I can attack with this too, because it will grow. And I can also attack with Trellisara. It does trade, but maybe that's fine as well, so yeah, let's try this. The 4-4 probably lines up here, and then he's probably playing the trade and then chump. So that makes the most sense for me. Hopefully no 1-mana trick with the Walrus. But yeah, he kind of needs a trade here. And he has nothing, so that's good. And even if he has a second sweeper, I guess he has like 2 turns to eventually play it, but I can do a ton of damage next turn. Basilisk is kind of annoying, but that's fine. And Ambitious Dragonborn, pretty large. So now what? If I play Steadfast Unicorn, the 4-4 can still block here, he can trade here. So maybe I'm fine just attacking with these two instead, and then if he blocks, I cast Valiant Farewell. Yeah, maybe I can take it slowly with Valiant Farewell. I can also just attack with Fall, and then I'm fine with one of our 4-drops trade. So I think I'm fine with this too. And then I'm going to cast Valiant and then save this for maybe next turn. I'm fine with this trade. Okay, so it's going to be a trade instead. So that's kind of awkward. I guess that's fine. And then we can save this for maybe next turn. So if I want to save this for next turn, then I guess I run out the Unicorn and say go. Just so I have an extra attacker. And then hopefully he's out of resources here. Or at least maybe we can go wide to kill him and then use Valiant to finish him off. I guess he has a way to bring back a creature, that's fine. Even if he runs this, I think he's dead. Let's say he blocks a 3-drop, 4, 5, 6, yeah, he's still dead anyways. So we can just give an early GG so he doesn't waste our time. I can even use Blessed Hippogriff to pump, but let's just use a Unicorn and smash. And if he blocks here, we just get in for lethal, so yep. The power of Unicorn is white, and white is undeniably powerful. Just because, again, it has a lot of powerful early plays, and is looking to go wide, so great card. Trelisara into Priest is insane, so I think we're keeping. And then he could have undersimplified next turn, but we'll see. So he could have a counterspell, but I think we still go for it just because it can pump Trelisara. So if he counters, this would kind of suck. Yep, he has it. Alright, fair enough. Could also just run out Unicorn next. I mean Hippogriff next turn without value, and that can be fine unless he keeps up mana, and he does, so probably fine just running out the Steadfast and then attacking first. And then if he has Undersimplify, he can't really counter this, so that's fine. And next turn we can even use Bless Hippogriff and play it if we want to. Yeah, this is like the only good blue common. The rest of the blue cards are pretty bad, so I won't be surprised if we just win this one. Could see a Capture Sphere here, but we're just going to move the combat and see what the opponent tries. Alright, there's nothing, then I guess I try to run out the Hippogriff and hope it resolves. Sure. Because otherwise I'm doing nothing and that doesn't really accomplish much. And then we can always run out the Hill Giant next turn. Alright, so it's just a blue-based control deck. Eventually he will have to tap out for Jaheira, and hopefully he doesn't have an Undersimplify because I do want to enhance this and then attack for 3. Jaheira is quite good as well. Even if it doesn't deal with an artifact or enchantment, it can still grow itself and gain life. I can always attack first here, but I kind of just want to pump this naturally. So I'm hoping he doesn't have another counter spell and he's done with them. Alright, there's a Pseudo Dragon. So I could attack, and then if he double blocks, I can pump and then use Blessed. I don't think that's great, so I think we just run this out and then just say go because he can double block. And I get a nice Scry. I don't mind a second Unicorn. And then we'll just pass, and then next turn we can attack with both and pump. Can even keep up Indestructible. And then yeah, this is like what, 10 mana just to draw 2 cards and put a 1/3. Still a very underwhelming card. And then he could double block, but then I can pump next turn and also give Indestructible, so it could be a huge blowout if the opponent isn't careful. So am I fine just pumping here? I think I am, just to give Vigilance, and then we could follow with second Unicorn or use a Hippogriff's ability. Could have maybe tapped better, although I have to activate white once, so do I attack with Trellisara? That's the question. Maybe not, since Trellis is... Yeah, I guess I can, but he could have another counter spell for Hippogriff. I don't know, let's just attack for 8, it should be fine. Seek Knowledge, okay. Hopefully this is not a bounce spell. If it's a pump spell, then I can give Indestructible. If not, I'll just second main a Steadfast Unicorn. And yeah, discards another random counter spell. But yeah, taking 8 is not where you want to be. Alright, he does have a bounce spell, that's kind of sad. But we'll just replay it eventually, gain some life, and then hopefully that's enough. Don't really care if he runs out 6/6, although Basilisk Collar is a huge problem. So this might just swing him back once he casts this and in hand equips it. So yeah, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. I mean, yeah, black, green, blue is terrible, but if you're running good cards, then it's fine. So I could activate attack and then hope he doesn't have a trick here to take this out, or just run out second Hill Giants. But I feel like I just want to get rid of this. So I could just attack with the 3/3, but then he could just double block, I suppose. And then I won't be able to run out the Hill Giants. I mean, he kind of had to get lucky with a counter spell here. But then I guess I can still like use Bless Hippogriff and use the ability. So I'm not sure here. Maybe we just run this back out, because the thing is, if I attack, he can still double block. Wow, he has another counter spell. All right, that sucks. I'm actually losing to a blue deck with this dumb Basilisk Collar, but as long as he doesn't drop this and smash for 6, I could be okay. But yeah, this is a problem I need to eventually deal with. And the Death Touch and Life Gain from this is quite powerful too, so... But yeah, that's a huge tempo loss under Simplify. Is there any way for me to deal with this Collar? Probably not, so yeah. I could just end up losing here, and he can cast his next turn, so yeah, he drew into some very good stuff, preventing me from getting in for 8, and yeah, now he has the Collar, so yeah, it's not looking good here. So probably just attack, and then see how he blocks, and then hope I can blow him out with the Bless Hippogriff. So let's just do this and hope I don't get owned here by Bounce Spell. But at least he doesn't get to draw 2 per turn. I can run this out and then make sure I run my lands for these gates eventually, so I need to find an answer. So he can gain 6 per turn now. And again, I need to start maybe going wide or something to deal with this. Yeah, the Collar is a problem. But he's going to equip, interesting. So decides not to run out the Sword Coast Serpents, interestingly. So he's probably keeping up maybe another counter spell, I have to imagine. Alright, so that means, do I try to trade a Unicorn in? Although the 2/3 can just block. So maybe we just run out the Innkeeper and the Dust Guard. Could see another counter spell here too. No counter spell. I could also just activate this, honestly, and just pass a turn, which I will. Just to be mana efficient, find more playables to try to find an answer to this. Maybe I do have Patriarch's Humiliation, so maybe that can come in handy. But he's probably holding up a counter spell since he's like making these awkward plays. The double team creatures could be quite annoying as well. And he can also give a target creature flying, so we'll We'll try to get something good here, hopefully. Another Priest of Ancient Lore is great. I can even flicker here, which can be kind of interesting. So I could attack, and then if he tries to block, I can flicker. Or just do something cute with the Priest of Ancient Lore. Like just run this out. Yeah, he probably has another counterspell. Yeah, this opponent loves counterspells for some reason. Alright, we'll just activate this again. I guess I can do that end of turn again. Huh, this is interesting. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. And then, I hate giving him a lot of time. I could also attack and flicker with the Pegasus, but then that's less mana efficient, so we'll say go. And then, we can even double block this Lizard Folk Librarian. But yeah, the counter spells actually doing quite a decent number of work, but we can hopefully try to get a Patriarch's Humiliation for this, since it's going to be a huge problem. And then I'm fine taking 2, I can swing back. I mean, I'm going to be incrementally gaining life at the same time, so I should be okay. Opponent even stays back, so fair enough. See another card. No humiliation yet, still. That's kind of awkward. So yeah, this 6/6 is going to be a problem, so I could always block and flicker in response in case something bad goes wrong. This Devoted Paladin's also quite interesting. Not doing much, so I think we just try to block and flicker. You hear something on watch also isn't bad. I guess I'll keep that on top as well. And then do I just run this out? I guess I can't unless I want to lose my flicker ability. I can always flicker the Prosperous Innkeeper to make another treasure, which could also be fine. So yeah, I guess we just say go and just try to flicker the 6/6. And hopefully he doesn't have a non-creature spell that doesn't allow this to be blocked. And then which one do I flicker? Could flicker just a random creature just to gain some life maybe, as opposed to the Innkeeper. Maybe should have bottomed this. Alright, he's gonna do this instead. That's fine, I guess. I'm fine just taking 2 then. And I don't really care if he makes another Lizard Folk Librarian. So that's okay. And then I don't really need to block this, I don't think. Again, the 2 life is pretty annoying, but... yeah, opponent's like playing it extra careful, not even running out the Lizard Folk Librarian. So it's kind of interesting here. I'm going to just run this out here. And the question is, do we even attack? Probably not, and then we can bomb land at the very least. I mean, I could attack and then lose everything. This will die. This can... I guess I can trade for a 6/6 or this can chump. If I pump again, is that... I guess I don't want to pump again, so we'll say go and then hold on to the flicker effect. And hopefully he can't get in for a 6-point life gain. If he does, then yeah, I could be in trouble. I can always flicker this at instant speed to pump again. Okay, so he's planning to do it with the Sword Coast Serpent now. And then I'm probably fine blocking and then flickering. Not sure what I want to flicker. I guess this will fly. Oh, he can fly over. Okay, so I can still do the block and flicker thing, which I'm planning to do, so. With the blocks, block. And then before damage, we want to flicker this. And hopefully this resolves. And it does, so now I can gain some life. Waste this whole entire turn, and then we can set up maybe like a go-wide pump next turn as well. Valiant Farewell could maybe lead to something interesting as well. It does draw cards, so Maybe I'm fine with it. And then next turn would be pretty interesting. So he might just equip, or he might just run out the lizard folk. But yeah, opponent needs to be careful here. I can even pump twice with unicorns, or you hear something. I have how much? 4. I guess I can only pump twice with this, or pump once and cast Valiant Farewell. So it's very interesting what we should do next turn. But I feel like maybe the right play to do is to just smash and hope we do enough damage in the meantime. Alright, that's fine. And then we should just give it Vigilance and smash, right? I lose my Hippogriff or my big creature, but then I can do a ton of damage. He might even specialize here to gain some life as well, because he could be afraid. I'll probably lose my 6/6 to the Death Toucher. Right, he's just doing this to gain life. Or he's using this as Scry, that's fine. I guess it's not gaining life, so 6/6 is bound to die. He's probably going to chump here, block here. But I can do a lot of damage, so yeah, let's just activate this. And then we'll see if we want to activate again. And we'll charge. I guess I can give this flying, but he's going to trade for it anyway, so I probably just want to give this one flying since it's the second largest creature, and he's most likely just going to block here and trade. Blocks a 3/4, fair enough, but the 6 power is guaranteed to get through. So I could just cast Pump with you here, something on Watch, and then maybe Valiant Farewell to finish the opponent off, assuming I have enough. So he blocks like this, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, I guess he might just be dead here anyway, so he should just be blocking. He definitely should block here, I think. Yeah, alright, he's going to chump, so how much damage is this? He's going to go up to 18, this is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, so he should be dead. Unless he does have like a 1-mana trick, which I can't think of any in this set, so we'll see. Yep, now he's rethinking here. Well, blocks here, fair enough. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, very close. I can put him down to 1. Do I want to though? I guess it could be fine since I have double Unicorn next turn, so let's do this. And I still draw a card here, so that's fine. And then we can still Humiliation. I guess, yeah, he falls to 1. But yeah, he can gain a bunch of life again. But maybe I can fly over with Trelasara and kill him, or take out Trelasara. So we'll definitely take 6 here, and he'll gain 6. Nothing I can do about that. And then hopefully he doesn't have an answer to our large creatures here. Hill Giant, that's fine, I guess. So I can attack for 6, 7, I guess he's dead. So 8, 9, 10, yep, he's just dead anyways. So good games. I can even kill this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's just dead anyway, so... Am I counting correctly? Yep, I am. Deck almost scared me there with the Basilisk Collar and the multiple counter spells, managing to hit very good targets. But, you know, maybe our deck is power enough to plow these random counter spells or defeat them. I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, he had some really lucky hits that game. Managed to bounce my Hill Giant Turd Cordier off of Seeking 2 cards. And Seeking is completely random, so you don't actually get to choose what you want in your library. Got the Basilisk Collar to hold me off a few turns, but yeah, he just didn't really do much outside of drawing cards and playing the Basilisk Collar, so I was able to just smash in for a ton and get there. So I'd be pretty sad and embarrassed losing to a blue deck, but luckily we didn't. Alright, there's this hand, which is fine. Can play a tap land, Null Hunter, and then Myconid. And then hopefully we can pick up something good we can flicker. Could always flicker at Myconid again for a token, but that doesn't seem all that great. But if we get Priest of Ancient Lore, it would be. Can always flicker a Hill Giant as well. So, do I just attack and trade? I think it's fine, since getting 3 power in attack with all is a little bit difficult. And then we'll see if he blocks. Nope. So we'll run to Myconid and then hopefully get out the Hill Gorger. Or just flicker to Myconid again, make another token, and then we can maybe attack for 6. Alright, Flaming Dust card could also be okay here. This is not 3/6 power, so I won't be able to enable Pack Tactics. If I attack, this is an easy block, so I kind of would need to set Pack Tactics here. So do I run out to Icewind Stalwart to make another 1/1 token? I could also do that just to be mana efficient, but might just run out the Flaming Dust card instead, I suppose. Maybe this is just better. And then, yeah, I don't think we attack here. I'm fine taking 4. I could even trade for with the 3/1 if I want to. Like a block here wouldn't be that bad. Or block here. And then if he has a trick, I can always blow him out with Hue here or something, so I could just block here and then take it from there. I can also just double block here too, which isn't all that bad as well. So we'll see. Yeah, I could just block here and here, like this would be the most simple block. Because again, I want my 6-drop and I need my white mana, so like something like this, and then if he has a trick, we'll just try to cast you here something. Which is usually what they have when you're attacking like this. So, let's see which creature he wants to preserve. Yep, that's kind of annoying, so let's just try to blow him out before that resolves. Hopefully no second pump trick that can save the Null Hunter. He might use a pump trick to save the circle instead now. So nope, we got a nice 2-for-1, and then hopefully this will resolve, and yep, we got some value there. One playing out his own Myconid, and wish this was an untapped land so we get kind of punished. Oh well, I don't think I want to run out to Icewind Stalwarts. I think I'm fine just staying back, stay go. Like I could run this out just to flicker this, I suppose, but I'd rather just seek a land. I think seek a card. But yeah, getting punished here slightly, but it's fine. We're still using up our mana and to do something. Opponent has a similar deck, but playing a little bit of these junky cards, which I don't care about as much. So now what? I guess we just run out the Hill Giants. If we devoted Paladin, we could attack, but then he still has a good block. So let's just get a big creature out there, and then we can start applying some pressure. Even if he has Patriarch's Humiliation, this is still 6 toughness, and I don't think I'm trading here for a token. Myconid is so good because of these 1/1 tokens that hold off the 2 drops and whites, mainly the Soldiers of the Watch and the other card. Forgot what it was. If this had flashes would be great, but I think I'm going to devote Paladin and just attack. And then I still have enough mana to activate Valiant Farewell, so I think this is fine. And then I can also attack with a token as well if I want to. And I guess even a Myconid can also attack too. It's not that bad at this stage. Not sure about the 4-2, probably not. Yeah, let's just send these 2 in. and see what's up, and then we can always cast Valiant Farewell to maybe do a trade here. But this is a decent attack. Probably chump here and then maybe double block or trade. Lintworm is good, but that's fine. Alright, cute trade, so we definitely want to take out the Myconid here, I think, and then gonna cast a Valiant Farewell here just to trade for the Priest. He could have his own U here or something. Alright, Humiliation, at least we made him use it. That wasn't the end in the world, but the opponent does have a 4-3, which can be kind of annoying, but that's fine. Our 3-1 still trades into it. And the question is now, what do I want to do? I could cast Gates here. If I attack, he's just most likely going to trade. You could have a Bite spell, which could be kind of annoying as well. I could also flicker this and then attack and then force a double block. But I think I'm fine seeking here and seeing what I get. No Humiliation, unfortunately. I should just attack still. Like, trading isn't all that bad. And in case he has, like, again, a fight spell, he can always, like, triple block this and then keep a 7-6 around. But I'm also fine with that since we can swing back for more, so. Right, if the opponent chumped, it could imply he had a removal, but he traded, so he didn't want to risk it. And yeah, now you can see the power of the Gates in the late game. You can get that extra value, so important to sometimes just grab these Gates. Then Unicorn can be kind of cool. We can play this and then activate. Could also Icewind Stalwart here, just to flicker this one more turn. I think I'm down for that as well. And then we can Steadfast Unicorn next turn. And then we can even keep up Humiliation. Skonos is interesting. Let's see if he wants to specialize. If he doesn't, we just kill it end of turn, and I think that's okay. And hopefully he doesn't have anything else. Nope. This card is just so busted. 1 mana, kill anything. Now we can Unicorn. How much mana do we have? I guess we can still activate twice. So let's activate once. And then I guess we can play one more land and activate twice, and he should just be dead, so. Our white deck was essentially just better. But yeah, this deck is very good. And could easily be a 7-0. So yeah, draft white, draft black if you can in this format as your 2 best colors. White's top 3 commons are also the top 3 commons in this set. Blessed Hippogriff, Priest of Ancient Lore, and I think Patriarch's Humiliation are kind of in the top 3 in that order. Humiliation and Priest of Ancient Lore are pretty close though. Whereas I think Hippogriff is like miles ahead of like, I mean not miles ahead, but maybe like a percentage ahead of against those other 2. And then Myconid versus Gillsworm Prowler is really interesting as well. Those are like number 4 and number 5, and then number 6 is Unicorn, I suppose. So yeah, white has some insanely good commons. And then green and black are kind of mixed as well. Like Grim Bounty and I think Dread Limworm are kind of close. So yeah, and then none of the red cards are kind of in the top 10 common spot, but they're still fine, like, you know, Dragon's Breath, Dragon's Fire, Genasi Rabble Rouser, Hobgoblin Captain, still decent in white or black, but red is kind of shallow. Alright, we can try this, try to curve out. Would love a Unicorn on turn 1, but we have a tapped land, so that's fine. Can't always have everything. I guess we're just going to run out Tralasara, that makes the most sense, into Priest, and then we can flicker Priest again. So yeah, if Tralasara sticks around, this is going to be quite strong. And no pause, so probably no Dragon's Fire. So what is this, a 3-color deck? That's kind of cute. And then the question is, do I run a Priest of Ancient Lore? I think I do, just so I can get the Life King trigger to maybe block here. Not sure if I want to attack though. I mean, he does gain life on the way back, but I don't really care. And then, keeping keeping an untapped land isn't bad for the Icewind Stalwart for next turn. Otherwise, I'm playing like a tap land, or I guess I can Prosperous Innkeeper into another 2-drop. I could bomb the land actually, could get a little bit greedy here. But then if I miss out another land, that can be a problem, so I think I hold on to it. And then do I attack? I think I'm fine, since I think I should be able to like outrace him. Still only game 1, so that's not a big deal. And then can flicker the Priest and then attack for 4. But he does have mana open, so I could be a little bit... I maybe need to be a little bit more careful, perhaps. Although now he runs out Skullport Merchant, that's interesting. It's a 2-5. So, probably not going to attack with a 3-3, given that this is a 2-5. So now what? Could just run out Icewind Stalwart and flicker. Could also run out our Prosperous Innkeeper and then set something up. So lots of interesting options here. Might just run out the Stalwart for value here. But I guess the Priest, by doing Prosperous Innkeeper, we can give this even more life. So maybe we just take our turns off and just do this instead. And then, which one do I run out between Flaming Fist Dustcard and Steadfast Paladin's interesting. Paladin can't attack past this. This can maybe set up a larger creature. This can maybe enhance the Steadfast Paladin. These are all 3/3s. I guess making this into a 5/5 is nice. And then we might even attack with this next turn, so I think we run out the Flaming Fist Dustcard. And then Humiliation we definitely keep on top. And then we'll say go, and then grow this large, hopefully grow our team large enough to take out, to get in a good attack for next turn. If he attacks with 2-3, I'm going to be a little bit suspicious, so might not even go for it. Next turn we can still Stalwart and Patriarchs, or something else, but Skullport Merchant is definitely the scariest card here. He can start generating a lot of value with Skullport if we try to remove one of these creatures, in fact. Like he can chump and sack his treasures. Owlbear Shepherd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so not 8 power yet. So that's interesting. I could try to humiliate the Skullport Merchant, but I would need like 5 creatures in order to do so. So do I Icewind Stalwart or do I Devoted Paladin here? If I Devoted, he can still like block all this or chump it block, which could be fine. I guess the 1/4 can still block as well. I guess I can make this into a 6/6 and then attack and then force a chump, and then we can try to humiliate the Skullport Merchant. So I think I'm down for that. I was planning to play Devoted to make this into a 5/5, but I guess not. And then we will flicker this, and then the opponent is just like, forget it, it's too much value. Whites just do good in this format. They really improved white by a lot with the three new commons. They also improved green with the Dread Lindworm and the Myconid. And then black also got a very good 2-drop, the Guildsworn Prowler. And then everything else from AFR is still great. Red got slightly nerfed because they don't have too much goblins or treasure synergies anymore. They have Rabble Rouser as a new common, and the Butt Giant Fire Beetles, and that's it. And then again, blue just isn't great. I would love a 2-drop, but I think I gotta keep this. Would be nice to run Trelisara into Priest, of course, but we can't always have everything. Genasi Rabble Rouser, great card. Alright, Prosperous Innkeeper I can maybe get behind. Yeah, Rabble Rouser is a good 2-drop. Like, it double teams, and then in the late game this actually becomes a huge threat because it can pump both at the same time, so yeah. Still, I think you still take Dragon's Fire with this, but this is fine, just take 3 and then hopefully, take 1 and then hopefully we can draw our way out with Priest. So we're still going to gain a ton of life to offset all of this, and then we can still keep up less Hippogriff in case something goes bad. Fine taking it. I don't mind if he pumps twice. He can also just pump once and I'm fine too. Again, I'll be gaining a lot of life. So Poker Ghoul, we can always block and force a sack, which I also don't mind as well. Now just run out Priest, run out land, and say go. I also have a Humiliation, which is nice. I think I'm fine attacking with one Priest, and then I can block with the other one next turn. If I want to try something silly, so that's good. And definitely going to try to block the Ghoul, hopefully no Shambling Gas that can mess with us. Otherwise, again, that's going to be a problem. So do I double block here? He does have to pump once. And then maybe I give one of our creatures indestructible, or I just take it. I could honestly just take it, honestly. I kind of want to activate my Valiant Farewell, but then I don't have mana up for Bless Hippogriff. I could always try to Bless Hippogriff, but then if he responds with removal, I'm in trouble, so I think we just take it. And might see him just pump once again. So next turn we could try to Valiant Farewell plus Indestructible trick, and hopefully that's enough, because he might just respond. I could also Humiliation here too now. I think that's fine, I suppose, just to prevent the damage. And then can't think of anything for single black that can punish me here. So I'll take 3, and then we can maybe still stay back with one of our 2/1s. Null Hunter is fine too. So I could also attack with both. Maybe attacking with one is okay. Keeping the other one back, running out the Null Hunter. And then again, the life gain from Prosperous Innkeeper also doing a lot of work. So we'll try to block and get a nice, and then use Valiant Farewell, I think. That's a fine one. I guess I can also use Valiant Farewell and give Indestructible. But I guess he can sacrifice a response. So sure, let's do this. And then let's see if he's fine with the trade. I mean, I still draw a card. So I might as well use the Hippogriff anyways, and he's tapped out. So it has to fight, so I'm forced him to sack it. And then this will still resolve, so it's kind of like I'm killing this anyway, so... The Hippogriff is just such a great card. And I can even attack with 6 power next turn. And enhance this. And if he attacks, I can still block, so yeah, Hippogriff, top white common. So I attack with all, what happens, then he can just block. I can use this to pump maybe attack pass, but that doesn't seem great either. So I'm fine to just run out the Hippogriff and then just say go. Maybe set up a turn where I can attack and then take it from there. Hopefully no 2 removal spells, because I'm planning to maybe protect this. And hope my second Hippogriff doesn't get blown out. Summon Undead to try to fight. Yep, so it has to enter the battlefield and target, so that's fine. What's this? Ooh, a Raffle Red Dragon. That one's scary too. I have you here, something on watch to deal with it at least. But yeah, this is a problem. So I'll probably just stay back for now. And then, yeah, we can't attack past this, so we'll play out land and then say go. Hopefully cast you here, something on watch on this. And then we can take it from there. But yeah, this is really scary. Ooh, we can take out my Hippogriff. Unfortunately, I can't save it with the Indestructible, so it has to go. Yeah, I guess that will count to go. And then we'll see him attack, and then we'll cast you here something. I guess he forgot to give it a haste, that's the reason why he's saying oops. So yeah, he's not doing it to BM, he just forgot to give it haste. So that's fair enough. I mean, I might as well do this, and then if he tries to kill something, then I'll use the Bless Hippogriff again to save it. Nice 2-for run already, so Summon Undead with Raffle Dragon was quite a powerful combo. And yeah, we're not drawing much, so I think we just gotta keep passing the turn and doing nothing, unfortunately. And then hopefully we can get a Unicorn or something to enable an attack. or find a Hill Giant Hurrigorger or something. So hopefully no second way to reanimate the Wrathful Red Dragon, because that's going to be a huge problem. Now this could be an awkward issue if we draw one of our life gain payoffs, although we do have Prosperous Innkeeper, and then if he has this, I guess I'm fine double blocking, trading for Null Hunter, or trading Priest and Bless Hippogriff with this, and hope it resolves. You could also attack with a Sepulchre Ghoul, and I'm fine blocking, so opponent has me on the ropes. So let's see, how do we want to block? Probably fine blocking here just to force a trade, and then double block the Menacer. You can pump this twice, which can be kind of annoying as well. But I guess I'm fine doing this, just so I can guarantee this Firebugs die and he has to like sack something here, if he wants to save Sepulchre Ghoul. So you might have this steal and sack synergy, so you might want to keep this around. So yeah, at least the Haster is gone now. And we can take out the Fire Beetles. And yeah, we need one more power for this to grow, so... Right, Steadfast Unicorn was a nice pickup, so now we can get in a pretty good attack. And yeah, highly doubt the opponent's going to block. Could attack now and then force me to use a treasure, which I also don't mind. Maybe just hold on to the land to make it seem like I have something, so... And yeah, let's fly this over in fact. And then I could also activate the Unicorn again, which I will, and then we can surprise him next turn with another activation. But yeah, this is a lot of damage, so opponent might be forced to stay back now. Yeah, this card is excellent, so don't sleep on Steadfast Unicorn. And if he doesn't have a way to deal with the Blessed Hippogriff, then he's forced to chump next turn too. Yeah, we can literally force a chump next turn. So hopefully no removal. Another Rabble Rouser is fine. And another Rabble Rouser is also fine, so I think we're okay. And then yeah, we can force a chump. Do I attack with the Null Hunter? I guess I can attack with the Null Hunter as well, so I guess it's game over. So now I can attack with both. And then, yeah, this, since his flying is kind of busted. And yeah, opponent has those nice rares and even the Black Dragon to get us, but we managed to top deck Unicorn, and that was our Mythic common, so... More of the story, draft white. And you're in good hands. Or at least know what the top white commons are and pick them over pretty much every other common in the sets. Unless it's Steadfast Unicorn, you can still take Myconid or Guildsworn Prowler over those that, I guess. I'm not even sure. Actually, I think Steadfast Unicorn is better than Prowler now. I don't know. The fact that that just won me the game was insane. Yeah, Trellisara and Dupriest is always great, so this deck is this is a nice hand. Spell, yep, respecting Trellisara. Especially in white-green, you should definitely respect it. Otherwise I can get a Scry and that could be quite huge. But next turn we can Patronize Humiliation for 3. But first things first, let's attack. And yeah, you don't want to use removal spell on Priest of Ancient Lore. It's kind of like one of the worst feelings you can have. And then yeah, Humiliation, usually not a good card in most other sets, but given that this set's full of all these small creatures, it's quite decent. So now I could just use Humiliation on the 2/2 since I might want to attack with the Myconid and the token next turn. And yeah, I don't think there's much that punishes me here. I mean, even as a removal spell, it's guaranteed to deal 2. So yeah, let's just run out the Flaming Fist, and then... How much is this to activate? This 4 mana, so I'm fine Smashing Fall. Maybe should have activated this as opposed to running out Flaming Fists, but that's okay. And another Wrathful Red Dragon, alright. It's another one of those. Fair enough. So I probably just want to attack and cast Humiliation, although he can block here. So probably just need to cast you here something on watch end of turn, and then he's gonna snipe something, but that's fine. Hill Giant's a good one. So we need to maybe go wide to take this out. And still doesn't attack. Alright, fair enough. Icewind Stalwart 4, Priest of Ancient Lore is quite insane, so let's run that. Let's run this. Play land. Make sure I tap like a civilized human being. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Yeah, I guess I need 5 people for Patras, but I get to get rid of the activated ability. I get to get rid of the ability, so that's fine. I can also take out the Hill Giant, but I think this is much more annoying. So I'm actually just gonna cast this. Or I guess I can always Priest first as well. Yeah, we can always Priest. And then I guess I do want to just take this out, so let's get rid of it. And then loses all his abilities, so he doesn't get the 2-for-1 us. And then we can just go wide and kill him next turn, maybe. Fair enough. And then I'm fine taking 7, because I'll be dealing a lot more damage on the way back. So now what? I can run out the Unicorn, activate once, but I don't think that's enough. I think I'll just run out the No Hunter. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so I don't necessarily want to run out the Unicorn, even though if I run it out now, I can maybe activate it twice next turn. The only problem is that it looks like he's holding on to a removal spell, so I'll just say go. Like, the removal can be kind of annoying because I do want to run out Unicorn and just activate, and I think I can now, so let's run out Unicorn. I'm fine activating this once, and then we can attack and then activate it again. Yep, and he's gonna do that again, so then I'm fine activating again, although I don't get to attack with this, but that's okay. I get in a pretty good activation, and then I can smash for a ton of damage. She's probably gonna eat the largest creature, but that's fine. I'm still getting in for a lot. And hopefully no second removal spell, so he eats a 5/5. I'm doing exactly 17, so he needs another Bandit Getter, which he has. It's alright, opponent might have just dodged a bullet there. He's still behind on the ropes, and he's at 6, so just need to find my second Unicorn, and we should be able to win this. Opponent can always gain life from this as well. Not sure what the red activation does. Alright, sure, it just enhances a creature. Don't care about that. Let's just do this. And then, yeah, just activate this end of turn, run out the Prosperous Innkeeper, and we should be good. Ooh, I guess I activate this already. Never mind. Alright, I mean, we should have enough mana to activate anything, so now I can cast Devoted Paladin, and then also cast you here something on watch, but I could also Prosperous Innkeeper first. Not sure how effective it is. He's guaranteed to eat up a priest, but I could at least clear the board state, so let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Run out the Devoted Paladin, and then attack. I'm fine jamming. Again, I might lose something here, but we can cast you here something to kind of force them in a bad spot, or at least chump everything. So we put him on 3. We get to take out Jaheira, and then, yeah, if we get another Unicorn, we should be good. And then opponent's still pretty far behind. He's at 3 life. In fact, I can attack with all and kill him next turn if he doesn't have anything. Blue mana, that's interesting. And a Lozan, that's fine. So he's pretty much dead. In fact, we have Valiant Farewell, so he's just gone, so GG's. No need to BM here, I don't think. So. Like, you can draft the fun decks in this format, but just keep in mind white is just too good, and it will run you over. And I don't think as we're seeing in these premier drafts, most people haven't realized that yet. Even though there are the stats are out there, the top players are posting on Twitter. So it's always interesting, you never know. Might as well try the Arena Open and see how people draft, but yeah. White is essentially the fun police of this format. Like, we literally got 4 Priests of Ancient Lore in this deck, double Hippogriff, and then double Patriarch's Humiliation, double Steadfast Unicorn. So yeah, we pretty much have like the top white commons in a pile already, and there were... Ooh, I played against this guy already. He's the guy with Counterspell, so need to keep in mind when he has 2 mana available. So I can keep this. I can at least leave with the Prosperous Innkeeper, maybe get the Null Hunter countered as opposed to Priest of Ancient Lore. And then I'd rather have this get countered, of course, because this draws me a card. If he does this main phase, I'm just going to run out Priest and use up the treasure, which I'm fine doing, or not. I could also run out Blessed Hippogriff, of course, but I'm kind of liking the Priest here, because I might want this for value and to help me hit more land drops. Could also run out Steadfast Unicorn as well. Let's just attack for 1 and say go. So probably keeping up the counterspell now. I'm just saying this because this is kind of like the same guy. Alright. I guess I'll Humiliation. I guess I do this first. And then I attack. Do I save the treasure or do I run out Priest? I guess I run out Priest because 1 mana is not enough to counter anything. Just need to keep digging towards my lands and hitting more better playables, so. What's this? I haven't seen this card before. Draw a card, then exile a card from your hand and put a number of time counters on equal to its mana value. It gains when the last time counter is removed from this card. If it's exiled, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Okay. If you cast a creature spell this way, it gains haste. Alright, so it's just a very complicated card that doesn't even look that great. So I could attack with these 2 and then give it indestructible and then use Patriarch's Humiliation to kill this. And I think I'll just do that. So yeah, we can just humiliate and then use that as opposed to setting up 5 creatures. I'm down for that, get some value with our Hippogriffs, and then at least we can get rid of this and it doesn't do anything annoying for us. Opponent still blocks, so we can do this. Humiliate. Give this indestructible. I could also let the trade happen. I mean, it's not the worst. I get some Hippogriff value, but I'm kind of liking just running out the 2-drop, to be honest. Since the Priest is just kind of disposable. And that wasn't really a 2-for-1 since I drew a card off of this, so it's fine. And he's probably now just going to keep up his counter spells. Here's our young blue dragon. So now what's... If I attack with all 3, that's only 5 power, so not enough still. Could always flicker the Priest or just play 1 here. Playing 1 isn't the worst. You get to put up a decent blocker, but again, I need to hit my land drops. And then once I'm able to run out Trelasara, we can maybe start growing her, so definitely a slower game since I'm missing my lands, but it's fine. Trelasara, I think that's how you pronounce it, not Trelasara, but Trelasara. Alright, goes my 2-2, don't care about that as well. Probably see an Undersimplify next turn. Got my land drop at the very least, so even if he Undersimplifies, that's fine. This will, I guess, it'll still grow. Right. It's perpetual 2-2, but then I get to still scry and put a 1-1 counter. So that negates all of that. And do I need Valiant Farewell? Valiant Farewell is fine too, but knowing that he has counter spells, it's kind of a little bit not what I want. I kind of just need to hit my land, so I'll bottom. And then we'll say go. opponent decides to attack at 14 life, so he might have something good to follow up with. Drakon Muralist, if it trades, he does get a dragon, so that's very interesting. Could just run out 1-drop, 4-drop, to be honest, and take it from there. Now the Valiant Farewell actually seems pretty good, but I think I'm down for this. Just run Steadfast Unicorn out, and then do I keep extra land? I do need to run out 6 land for Guardian eventually, but maybe I can get greedy here and bottom it. And then, yeah, I don't think attacking here accomplishes much. Could I flicker this? I suppose I can attack, and then if he blocks, I can flicker it. But then he gets to get a dragon. So maybe I'm fine running out the Blessed Unicorn now, and then start attacking in the air. Icewind Stalwart is not bad with the Priest, so I think I'm okay with this. Let's go. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because now this can easily block the 2-3, so maybe I should just attacked and get some Hippogriff value. But I guess I can pump with the Steadfast Unicorn, so never mind. I guess that's okay. He could always have a bounce spell with the Serpent. I know he has the Basilisk in this deck. I'm the Basilisk Caller, so I need to be careful of that as well. Hill Giant, that's fine. So I'll probably attack with these two and then make it seem like I don't know about the pump trick. So yeah, I'm not going to use the pump trick here, even though I can give Vigilance, since I might bait him into blocking. And then by baiting him into blocking, I get to get a nice 2-for-1, so let's activate the Unicorn. And then, yep, that's nice. And now he has no air army. I can afford to take 7, I think. And I can always chump in the future and then flicker as well. So I'm fine taking 11, I think. I should be able to outrace this. Like, I can even swing back and kill him if he's not careful. And then Ray of Frost is okay. That slows me down a bit, but not by much. I guess I can always flicker the Hippogriff again, so... And the opponent's keeping all these counter spells, but is he dead? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? I guess he's dead if he has nothing. So I'm going to activate it here, and then just attack. Not going to waste my time trying to be fancy and cute. Because he's probably holding up counter spells, and if he has Band Together here, we can give Indestructible, so... That's cute as well. But we can give something Indestructible now. And we can still do a ton of damage, so that's okay. And opponent still now needs to stay back, because I can activate this once and essentially kill him. Dreadland Nurm, so can I kill him? Let's see, block, block, block. I guess he's dead anyways. So yeah, the power of Unicorn. He can block all of our largest power creatures, but then we can still attack it for 4. So yeah, he's just dead anyways. This card is pretty amazing for what it does. And makes his counter spells worse that we know about, since he doesn't get the pleasure of really countering anything. So yeah, nice. Managed to get 7-0 with a pretty powerful white-green deck. With a minor sub-game life theme for Trelacera, which was slightly relevant in some of our matches, but then in some of our matches, like Priest of Ancient Lore was just a really good card that just drew a bunch of stuff. Like the real MVP in our deck is really Steadfast Unicorn and Hippogriff, I think. Steadfast Unicorn did swing some games around as well that I wasn't expecting to win. So yeah, really fine deck. Nice 7-0. And then yeah, I think I'm down to just do another draft here. And yeah, get to celebrate. And yeah, let's do it again. Both we end up in white. I think a better name for my profile would be like Fun Police, because I'm always trying to be on point and trying to draft correctly in all my matches and basically being a complete tryhard everywhere, every time. So, my name should actually be Fun Police, not King of Jabronis, but I always like this name. Don't know why. Some things just can't be explained. Alrighty then, pack one, pick one, Premier Draft. What do we have? There's Ancient Silver Dragon, 8 mana, 8/8, so quite expensive. So when it deals combat damage, you roll a d20 and you draw cards equal to its results. You have no maximum hand size for the rest of the game. Seems like a really flashy card. Basically, 8 mana, 8/8. Hope it doesn't get removed. If it doesn't get removed, you get a huge advantage and it can win you the game. And there's a bunch of these dragons in the set, but I think I'm just going to take Priest of Ancient Lore here, just to be in whites. Like, I know this blue card's insane and really good, but then I have to play other bad blue cards, and they're all pretty bad at common and uncommon, with the exception of, like, maybe one card. And I'll take Priest over Black Dragon, and I might actually take Black Dragon over Ancient Silver Dragon, to be honest, just because of the color imbalance in the set. But Priest is great, so we'll take it and shaft the dragons, and then maybe put someone to our right-hand side into blue, so then they can reward us with all these juicy cards from the Abzan colors, or Mardu. Alright, Rasad is, believe it or not, the best uncommon in the set. The reason why I say believe it or not is everyone thought Sea Tower Imprisonment was the best uncommon. Sea Tower Imprisonment is still the second best uncommon, but not the best. Rasad actually trumped Sea Tower Imprisonment after the first couple of weeks. So easy pick here, removal spell on the body, and once it specializes, you can once it specializes, it becomes a 4/4, and then it also shuts down the creature that's exiled if Rasad manages to die. So easy pick. Second pick here might actually be between like Trelasara, and Vampire Spawn. Vampire Spawn could keep me slightly more open, so might take it, but Trelasara, again, we saw in white-green, was quite powerful. Craving of Unahug, I don't know how to pronounce this. Sounds like a card from like Kamigawa, but it's actually pretty decent as well if you end up in a red-white aggro. But still gonna take Rasad here, the best uncommon. And then here in this pack, the best card here is probably just Dread Lindorm, which I'm gonna take. Like, I don't really care about Scowling Hawk too much. It's like a kind of a hit or miss sort of card. If you're up ahead in lands, it's kind of a 2 mana 1/1 flyer, isn't all that exciting. It can sometimes be better than Pilgrim's Eye or worse than Pilgrim's Eye, but Pilgrim's Eye is more consistent. So at least that guarantees a land, while sometimes this doesn't. It's kind of like you know, if you're behind sort of card, it's decent, but most of the time, you know, yeah, you would rather not play a 3 mana 1/1 flyer in white. So I'll take a Dread Lindorm, one of the best commons in the set. Over you hear something on watch. And here, what's a Hippogriff doing pick 4? I guess people still haven't gotten the memo that white's the best color, so we'll take the best common in the set. And Grim Bounty, even though quite good, is actually a little bit worse in the set for the most part, because of double team going on in the set, and cards like Blessed Hippogriff negating damage. There's just all these, again, powerful cheap creatures in this format that having to tap out for 4 mana, for example, just to take out a Genasi Rabble Rouser always doesn't feel great, even though you prevent them from double teaming, but you're still trading down on mana. So Grim Bounty might actually be worse than Shambling Gas according to the stats, but they're still quite close, and might actually be my second pick out of this pack, but still going to take a Blessed Hippogriff here. And then we'll take another one, because the pod doesn't know what's up. Alright, so Poker Ghoul, also good. This is one of the few treasure makers in this format. It's an uncommon, so it's not easy to get, and the stat line 3 mana 2/2 is quite medium. I prefer the Plundering Barbarian, at least that can destroy an artifact when it enters the battlefield, and it's also at common. So, yeah, a bit of a weird card, but, yeah, take Blessed Hippogriff. And then probably just take Owlbear here. There's also Valor Singer, but given that I have Dread Lindorm, I'm just going to take an Owlbear. There's an argument for just taking the 2-drop too, but white has plenty of very good 2-drops, so I'd rather just take a 5 mana 4/4 that cantrips. Valor Singer could also be debatable, since red-white is also quite good, and believe it or not, this is also kind of a top red common, but I think given that Lenorm, I'm kind of leaning towards green more. So I'll take an Owlbear. And then probably just going to take a Hobgoblin Captain. Surprisingly performs better in this format than Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. In Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, I remember Hobgoblin Captain being like considered a top red common, but it fell from grace as the format went on, since red-black wasn't necessarily super aggressive in this format. It's looking mostly to grind and play Sepulchre Ghouls on 2. But given how red is more aggressive and white-red is a very good deck, Hobgoblin Captain managed to steal the spotlight again, so we'll take it. And then, what is another Owlbear doing here? Pick 8. This is kind of insane. This is like week 3 of the format, and I'm still getting past these Owlbears. Not sure what I care about here. Dawnbreaking Cleric is pretty medium. Yeah, it's a pretty filler, mediocre 2-drop. There's nothing else I care about in this pack. Dueling Rapier, I guess, if I end up red-white, could be a thing. So we'll see. And then probably just take a late U here, something on watch. Again, I like this card better in a much more controlling defensive deck. But in white, it's still okay, because sometimes a +1/+1 can catch the opponent off guard, and sometimes you can get a really good attack in. So, yeah, cards that play up great offensively and defensively are usually just going to overperform. And I'll take a Devoted Paladin, and this is a example of something. So, maybe you play Paladin, maybe you play Owlbear, we'll see. But I'm definitely leaning towards green more than red. But who knows? There's this card, but I might take Earth Cold Elemental. Funny enough, this actually has pretty good stats. Don't know why. Honestly, don't think it's that great, even with the proof. Alright, there's this pack. Probably just going to take Humiliation. The Stick Together card can work out, but most of the time, none of the top commons are necessarily like outside of Priests of Ancient Lore or like aren't party members, so you won't be building around this too often. But I've gotten blown out by this before too. But it was like in a very rare situation where the opponent had like one party member and I dumped my whole hand. Probably just gonna take Patriarch's Humiliation here though, since it's just more efficient and it's kind of like what we're looking at, trying to do. We're not trying to wipe the board necessarily, since we're also looking to go wide. So take a Humiliation, easy pick. And then there's a Jaheira, but we're just going to take another Priest of Ancient Lore. As much as I like having Jaheira as a 2-drop, we can even wheel her. Also seeing Mythara, the best multicolor uncommon in the set. Still not in the same level of like Skullport Merchant, Sea Tower Imprisonment, or Rasad, but it's still pretty good. But we're just going to take another Priest here, since we know we're in whites. And the pod doesn't know what's up. Alright, Steadfast Unicorn versus your Confederate Robbers is interesting. Probably just going to take our Steadfast. But your Confederate Robbers is also quite a good card too. 4 mana, make 3/1/1s at instant speed, can catch the opponent off guard. And then tapping up to 3 target creatures to get in for lethal, also quite decent. But most of the time you're interested in making tokens for cards like Unicorn, but I think we want our first Unicorn over your Confronted first, since we don't have many 1-drops and we have like 2 4-drops already, and we should have enough playables by the end of this, so we'll take a Steadfast Unicorn. And I think Steadfast is actually the pick over Owlbear in this set. Alright, I do like Draconic Muralist. It does get us our Dread Linnorm, but it's only good if I have multiple copies of Dread Linnorm. Like, at least if I have more than 2, it's going to be good. So I'm kind of down to just take Soldiers of the Watch. I don't have many 2-drops, and this is a really good one. The fact that it replaces itself in double teams is nice, and it does overperform. Muralist has a higher win rate, but again, I still think I take this, because we need to curve out with our Unicorns, and this is a good 2. And this isn't going to be great unless I'm guaranteed 2 Dread Linnorms, which I'm not even sure. So I'll take Soldiers. And then Meteor Golem is quite good. There's also Iron Golem. Iron Golem is pretty good in the red-white deck, but if we're non-red-white, it's kind of whatever. Scale Nurture can maybe help us ramp, but the fact that it doesn't block well is kind of underwhelming. I'm kind of down to just take this Meteor Golem, I suppose. Maybe if I do end up base green, I could have another top-end creature to ramp into, or I can just take this Nurturer. Like, I might actually take the Nurturer, because I might pick up more Linworms later if I end up green-white, and yeah, I'll take this even though it's a bad blocker, and I don't know if I'm for sure red-white, whereas I feel like maybe green is more open, so I'll take the Scale Nurturer, and we'll just take another Soldiers of the Watch, over Minimus Containment, over Follow. I'm not even looking at Lozon. I think blue-red is like the worst deck in the formats, and I think the statistics also shows that it is, so yeah, and I will just take a Steadfast Paladin as another good 2-drop over Scowling Hawk. And then we're also seeing some late green, so maybe green does become our secondary color. I'm going to take Valor Singer here. I don't really care that much about Dawnbringer Cleric, except as a sideboard option. Our green cards are overall higher quality than our red, but who knows, we could end up in that scenario where we do end up playing red. And then I think Guardian Naga is actually just better than Minimus. Minimus is just so bad, you should never play the card. I think if you play the card, your win rate will actively go down. And then we do have double Priest of Ancient Lore, so we could try the Icewind Stalwart again. Put in a sideboard for now. I guess we have double Owlbear. Huh. Alright, that can be a cute thing. So it might actually be something I'm happy main decking. But yeah. So we're in the Naya colors. It seems like we're just white-green at this point. The green cards are just better than red, and these are all good. So I'm hoping we pick up like a Myconid here. As we open up this pack, Skullport Merchant is like the best card in the pack, but we saw 0 black. And then Lindworm, it's like these two, and then I guess Kalane is good too. Just gonna take another Lindworm, and then now I'm regretting passing up that Muralist, but that's fine. I still need to guarantee my 2s. And then again, hopefully I pick up some Myconids, but yeah, it looks like we're more white-green than white-black. And then we're just gonna do it again. Might not need this Paladin, even though I like the pump effect. Alright, take a Humiliation, which is pretty much the best card. And then this is one of the better blue uncommons in the set too. But still, yeah, it still dies to Dragon's Fire. You still have to play a bunch of bad blue cards. So, not going to try to talk about that much. But it's actually one of the better ones. Take another Priest. Mythandra we could maybe splash. But we'll take another Priest, because Priest is busted. And now the Icewind Stalwart is definitely going to make the cut with triple Priest of Ancient Lore. And then I might play this Nurture just because we have double Lindorm and the Owlbear, which could use an extra green mana in our deck. I would like a Myconid though on turn 3. It would definitely help a lot. Just helping me get here. I was planning to get I'll take Iron Golem over this as well. Alright, there's a Hill Giant Herdgorger. Mythandra is good, but we don't have much fixing. It's probably the best card in this pack. I could also just take Portable Hole, but we already have double Humiliation. I could take Hill Giant. We are missing the 6-drop here. We could even run 18 lands, I suppose. I don't hate it. It's the best card. Hole is fine, but I kind of like this Hill Giant on turn 6. It's a pretty late one too. I'm breaking a bit of the rules here because this double green is not really lining up with our early whites, but I'm hoping we can make it happen. And then probably just take Ambergris here. Never going to take Minimus Containment. Card's so bad. I also don't think this card is that great either. It's not a top red uncommon. It trades down most of the time. It's nice if you have an empty hand, of course, and you can attack and then you draw 2, but still situational. I can argue taking Shambling Gas over Ambergris, but knowing that I'm in more red, I prefer that. Alright, at least Bronze Walrus can help us ramp if we don't have any Myconids. Not amazing, because if it dies, it doesn't leave behind any tokens. But that's okay, and then this might need this Underdark Basilisk to help us play defense in the early game. Another Hill Giant Herdgorger is kind of insane. So we could just run 17 lands and something like this, too. And I don't care about any of the other white cards in my sideboard. This will be better if we have more Myconids, but still a good card. No Myconids though, it makes me kind of sad. Since our last draft we had I think 2 copies or 1, and really helped our deck out. The whole go wide with the Steadfast, but we also didn't get a bunch of Steadfast Unicorns, so we could just be more mid-range here. Rescuer Chinwa is interesting too. Do I just take this? I could just replace I don't know, Steadfast Paladin for it. I don't like the Celestial again. Too many 3-drops already. Could take in the Arcane Archer. This is gonna be kind of cute, but you do have to return a card in your hand, so it's kind of a tempo loss. So I might not even want it. Obviously with the Rescuer, the goal is to get back Priest in our hand, but it's still a lot of mana. And I'd rather just draw a card for Priest and not waste my time bouncing it. Flickering it is a totally different deal since you don't have to pay the cost. But yeah, bouncing it and recasting is a little bit awkward, so I think I just like this. And then 9-8 could be a thing. We still need our green sources here. And then yeah, we have a lot of double green on 5, so I'm not going to risk it here. Let's go 9-8. 9-8's fine, let's do this. Alright. Alright. Yeah. Again. Maybe we actually lose a game with this deck. But it's kind of insane seeing White still open in Premier Draft. This is fine. I don't have to worry about running this on curve because there's no Trelasera on turn 2. I keep calling Trelasera, but it's Trelasera. I need to pronounce it correctly. And yeah, we can curve out, and this is going to be insane. And if we get our double green, that's even better. So I'm going to keep this back to block and trade here. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't have to trade, but this is kind of annoying. So I'll probably just trade. Yeah, it's kind of annoying because he can just keep growing. He does get a nice 2-for-1. I could also just... Yeah, I guess I do since, yeah, the Icewind Stalwart, he can just pump it past it eventually, so this is fine. Does he have a trick? A Sure Strike? Alright, that's fine too. Card for card, not the end of the world. And then we'll just flicker this and draw another card. And yeah, we'll just take it from there. Makes sense. Target's non-warrior, so always remember this text. Yeah, just getting some good value here. And then, do I block a Genasi? I can. If I do waste the entire turn. And then I don't have to, and I'll still be taking 3, but it could be okay. I could also wait, and then like set up a Hippogriff turn where I block. I mean, I could just trade here too, because like he spent his whole turn. I drew a card off of this, so even if I trade for like a double team card, like it's not like I'm down a card or anything. Otherwise, the other play next turn is to keep up the Hippogriff and try to block, and then kind of waste his tempo by making him pump. But I think I'm fine snap blocking here. I could also take it and swing back. He's maybe unlikely to pump. Trading this wouldn't be the worst, but again, like, tempo loss if he... Yeah, I could just force it, and then we can be ahead with an Owlbear. He might even just stay back. Yeah, he's just gonna stay back here. So, now what? I could just attack, and then if he blocks, I use Hippogriff. If he doesn't, then we run out soldiers, and then we humiliate. That's fine too. I think I'm attacking for sure. And then we can Hippogriff and then just run it out. If he doesn't, then he'll take it. And then I could just run out Owlbear too as well. Yeah, I'll run out Owlbear. I'm fine taking 4. Just be mana efficient and then set something up next turn. If he kills this, like, he needs to spend his whole turn. Yeah, the fact that my cards just cantrip, then it's just so nice, because if they trade off and eat a card, then I just go up a card. So I can attack next turn, force a double pump, cast Hippogriff, maybe kill one of them, or I can just use Humiliation now. That's a really good card. This one is scary. Alright. So I could try to humiliate this. I guess it loses all abilities, so that's fine. If I attack here, I don't have a way to pump, so I think it's just Priest, Soldiers, Humiliate, right? Yep. Make sure I tap like a civilized human being. Run out the Soldiers, and then Humiliate the 4/5. Basically 1 mana, huge tempo advantage, no abilities as well, and then I'm fine swinging the 3/3 here. I'm not gonna swing the 4/4 because this trade is where he what he wants. But this is a trade down, so yeah. Alright, soldiers and the priest seems okay. Opponent's on the play though. Imagine if we were on the play, it'd be way better, but gotta keep this. Alright, no 2-drop from the opponent. That's interesting. It's always scary seeing a soldier on 2 and you have no answer to it. Like, even if he plays Priest of Ancient Lore here, like, trading here also wouldn't be great. I'm fine trading for Pilgrim's Eye though. Like, again, the fact that it replaces itself is already nice. You could also use Hippogriff and just replay another one. Maybe get some value and set this up on turn 4. That could also be reasonable. Hippogriff, play out soldiers, run out Hippogriff. Alright, just takes it. I guess I run out Priest then. I guess he wants to keep this around, maybe to sacrifice it to like Deadly Dispute, not sure. I'm surprised he didn't block. I would block here, even if it's a double team. Lulu's really good. You could have like the humiliation here, but I think we kind of have to take out Lulu. I could also double 2-drop, but it doesn't accomplish anything. I'm gonna go attack with both and then hope he blocks. I really wanted to take out Lulu here and hope he doesn't have humiliation. Alright, let's risk it for the biscuit. I mean, he resolved pretty quickly, so I kind of have to assume he didn't have anything. They should have also gave us a way to interact with like adventures in this format since they're so powerful. Okay, so now he can stack this and turn this into a 4/4, which is kind of annoying. I could humiliate, of course. Yeah, I could do that as well. I could also give it an indestructible. That's also reasonable too. Let's attack first. Yeah, I don't have to play anything out first. Let's just attack with the 4/3. He blocks, sacks, I give it indestructible, we'll play out the Hippogriff. Yep, he's gonna do it here. Blocks like that, okay, I'll name the goal first, and then I think I allow this trade to happen, right? I guess I can give it indestructible now. Yeah, I guess I'll just give it indestructible now, it's fine. He gets a scry twice here, and even if he stacks, like, I still take out the Sepulchre goal, right? It doesn't matter if he does this. It still takes out both. I could also take out the Imp, but I don't think it's that huge of a problem. I'm fine just tapping out for the Hippogriff just to get online. And it can attack past the 2/1 and give us flying next turn, so I think it's good. So yeah, this Hippogriff just put us up a card by taking out the Sepulchre Ghoul. And maybe even the Pilgrim's Eye, since the land doesn't accomplish much. So that's pretty huge. Just attack with all. I'll just give the 4/3 flying. I'm fine if he trades with the soldiers. If he has a trick, I can try to humiliate. Alright, let's see what he has. Just chumps? Okay. You can have a sweeper as well. That can be kind of annoying too. That's a weird chomp. I think it has a sweeper. This is kind of awkward. Maybe I just play out one creature. Yeah, I'm gonna just get out the soldiers. And then I guess I play a second soldier. Manticore. Alright, that's fair enough. Fair enough, so I guess I'm fine running everything out. Because if he has a sweeper, he wouldn't have like run out the Manticore, so we'll just kind of go wide here. And then we can humiliate anything large and then attack. Yeah, our deck is just wrecking people. Chain Devil's fine, I'll just sacrifice the soldiers that has no double team. Makes the most sense. And I don't care if I guess I can take this out and kill him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I guess I go for lethal. You could have a Deadly Dispute, but I don't care either. You could have the armor. Alright, that's fine, but this is lethal, unless he has a 1-mana removal spell. White's just so good. Like, even people trying to plan to do the whole Black Treasure thing, it's still not enough. And I might even get the top 10 Mythic here too, so This should be a pretty good video for some of you to watch. But, so I need to go over the best decks in the format. White, black are the two best colors. White, black, definitely a top deck. Same with white, red. Those are the two top decks in the format. Orzhov and Rakdos. Surprisingly, yeah, red is up there because it just pairs very well with the aggressive game plan of white. There's a lot of like low to the ground cards and ways to really set you up a notch by increasing the power of your attacking creatures. And then what else is after? Let's keep this. This is good. I think I'm just gonna run out Unicorn, but anyways, yeah. And I think the third best deck is actually white-green. So it's like white-black, white-red tied. White-green is number 3, and then red-black is number 4, and then black-green is number 5. And then red-green is just not a good deck in general. It's safe to avoid it. The best blue deck is actually green-blue, and then blue-white, which is interesting because I think the best blue commons are more expensive than usual, so you want to really play them in the green ramp deck. Not sure, but like white-blue can also come together if you have like multiple Priest of Ancient Lores and Flicker effects. But yeah, this Scale Nurture is not going to be great in this deck. I mean, if I pick up like Hill Giant, I might need it, so that's fine. But it's also just kind of underwhelming. Yeah, Priest of Ancient Lore is nice though. Could also maybe tap a little bit better to keep up Humiliation, but then he would probably know about it, so just gonna pass the turn and do nothing, and next turn we can just pump and attack, I suppose. You can always sacrifice this for mana to ramp something out too. Like there's an argument for killing this, but I still don't want to. I guess I can keep jamming in for 2 or something. He might even take out this Nurture if he's insane. If I was him, I would take out the Unicorn ASAP. This is the most scariest card, not the Nurture. Yeah. Take out that Unicorn, sir. If I were you. Oh, takes out the Priest. Alright. I mean, I respect that, but I don't think that's the correct thing to do. Sure. Hopefully draw into something better. Yeah, otherwise I'm just gonna pump and attack. It's pretty sad. But yeah, if I'm not drawing anything, then this happens. So we can lose the game due to Flood. And this is like worse than the soldiers. I mean, I have a bunch of 5s and 6s, so this card should actually be pretty decent. Luckily this isn't a goblin, but then he can make goblins with this. I guess I'll just take 5 and then kill this with Humiliation next turn. Alright, let's just humiliate this first. Highly doubt he has any 1 mana tricks here. Unless it's the armor that gives indestructible, that can be pretty annoying. And then we just attack. Yeah, sadly, this is all we can do. Which isn't bad, you know, we're still applying pressure, but come on, like we should be dropping Hill Giant Hurt Gorgers at this point. Like imagine the opponent drops like a Chaos Veiler here. Or like a Dragon. Yeah, the ramp cards are weird. I guess I can still activate an attack and run out the Walrus, that's fine. Probably see removal spell here though. Not sure. I guess the opponent also just doesn't have anything, that's why we're ahead. But the Scry 2 is going to be nice here. And we can even activate... Okay, let's get this. Not sure about the Paladin though. It is an extra creature. I guess it's an extra creature, I suppose. Like, we can play it along with the Paladin next turn. Like 5 drop to 2 drop, so I'll keep it. Seems fine. I do hate missing out on attacks, but just getting a wide board here and activating Unicorn is just game over sometimes. And the opponent also doesn't seem to be drawing anything much, so... How much mana do we have? 9. We have 9 mana next turn. 10 plus the Walrus, so we could activate still. Second main, these two, right? So 8, 9, 10. So this is 5, 6, 7. No, I guess we can't. I'm fine with this. I could activate this and then run out the Owlbear, I suppose. Yeah, I can. But if he has removal, then this is awkward. So I think we just run this out, and then we can attack instead. Yeah, just run this out, and then we'll just attack with these two for 7. Without the whole vigilance thing, and he could have flashed in a Manticore here, but this is fine. But yeah, oh my god, he's just passing like these entire turns, doing absolutely nothing. So he must be just drawing nothing but land, sadly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we can activate this twice next turn, which is insane. And that might just be able to seal the game, even if he drops something large. Alright, so he's gonna steal. That's fine. I don't think I'm even supposed to block this, because he might have a removal spell here, so I'm not gonna block. I mean, I'll gain the life back. I don't care if he sacks this. Yeah, he was just like trying to maybe force us to block here. And then pump again and attack. I can just attack here. I don't even need to pump. Yeah, it's just game over here, I think. I'll just pump again for funds, because I don't have anything good games. Yeah, this card's nutty. Like, so innocuous looking, but you can come out of the ground and just pump your whole team and kill the opponent. It's so crazy. Like, I wasn't expecting, like, 5 mana give creatures +1/+1 and vigilance to be all that great, but it actually is really powerful, so. This is the 4th. It's definitely better than Grim Bounty, I'll give you guys that. And Dragon's Fire. Right, we're top 10 Mythic now, so yeah, we're up there with the best, the cream of the crop. So if you guys are watching this, just take note. Draft White, Hippogriff, best common, Priest of Ancient Lore, second best, or Patriarchs, I don't know. Between Patriarchs and Priest, those are the maybe tied in contention for second place, but I prefer Priest over Patriarch's Humiliation. And then Myconid, number 4. Ghostworm Prowler, number 5. Number 6 would probably be Dreadland Worm or not Sepulchre Ghoul. I think Sepulchre Ghoul got worse in this format too. But still good card. Maybe Shamlan Gas and then Grim Bounty. So kind of like the Abzan cards, and then best decks, Black, White, and Red, White are tied. Green, White is number 3. Black, Red is number 4, and then Black, Green's number 5. And then the rest of the decks you should just avoid at all costs. Like, maybe you can end up Blue, Whites, but I still wouldn't even try to go that direction unless it's really open and you don't have a choice. Or you splash the OG. Alright, this is fine. Hopefully we get a 3rd land. Nurturus seems okay on 2. Having access to more mana is always decent. Not going to trade for soldiers. I mean, I do want to attack back with a soldier, so that's kind of funny. Having access to mana is nice though, but like if I play this, like I don't really have another 2-drop to follow up, so I think I'm just gonna run out soldiers and attack, and then run out priest, and then maybe trade priest for his soldiers eventually. Because I just kind of want to race here, and we don't have any dragons to gain life, so we'll run this out later. But I don't think it's that great in this hand. What's this? Oh, this is the one. This can be a powerful card, I think, if you cast it early, but you can lose a lot of life. I guess we just need to be on the beatdown and kill him quickly, if he's going to be running cards like that. So, yeah, very interesting card. Let's run a Priest here, and then next turn we can double spell and step our mana. Ooh, Dreadland Worm. Okay, so probably just going to run this out. So he can make treasures, he can lose a lot of life and draw a card. Okay, makes a treasure only, so that's fine. Yeah, the life loss can add up here. It's not. I think I block. I could try to race him since he's losing life. Maybe that's fine. Maybe I shouldn't even block and then just try to swing back and just try to race him. Yeah, that's fine too. Kind of underwhelming. I can even get Hippogriff value this turn as well. It's kind of interesting. But I'm fine attacking here. And I can even run out Walrus or something if I use the Blessed Hippogriff. I'm kind of liking this, and then could Linnorm, but let's just do this. I could also do it again and then just run out Scale Nurture. Maybe that's fine too. Like, do I really need to Scry? Like, Scrying does help me hit my lands though. So maybe I should Scry. But again, I just want to get a Hippogriff value. It's just a good card. And then if he just keeps taking hits from this, then yeah, makes it 3-2. Alright, so I could also just attack with one of them. Vladimir's not very good. Yeah, you kind of need 1/1s with this. The Mind Spike is annoying. What does this do? Reveals each non-land card. You choose a card. It has to be non-creature, and we have creatures, so that's bad for him. Alright. Could stay back or just attack with one of them. So I probably just want to double spell. I don't care about exiling anything here. Yeah, I could just double spell, maybe just attack with one. I could attack with both and be kind of crazy, but the 3/2s are going to beat down pretty hard, so... By trading... He still lost 3 life to it, so it's not that great. Just do this. And then develop more of our mana, hopefully get a land on top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I kind of like the land. Not sure about soldiers, though. Kind of slow at this stage. So I'll probably just keep lands to go. Yeah, the life loss is adding up. So even if he's gaining value, like, yeah, he's still behind, and he needs to deal with these Hippogriffs eventually too. So we have like 6 mana, we can like Rasad and then run out of 4-drop. I mean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess we have 7 mana, that's pretty good. Alright, I think we just attack here. I don't care about exiling anything. I sure maybe Rasad too. I don't know. That was kind of bad. Attack. Trades too. Alright. I guess I just run out Hippogriff and then sadly we miss on Rasad. Sure. Yeah, Rasad would have been pretty good here. Do I just run it out? Nah, it seems pretty bad. Surprise removal here. Manticore, that's fine too. I don't care about this. Yeah, the 2 life loss is huge. Sure. And then you need 1/1s for this too. I don't think this card's that great. It's fine, but like you really need 1/1s. I don't care about that either. I'll just exile it. I can even attack with a Walrus next turn too. Funny enough. But yeah, it's kind of a cute card, but you know, just whatever. Rip Guardian Naga. I can even attack and then use Dread Linnorm just to do something here. I think I will. Just to get some value off of it. And this way we don't lose a creature for nothing, so we'll just do this. And yeah, he's already super far behind now. He can't even use this card anymore. Like, this card's actually one of the most medium cards ever. Unless you have like Vampire Spawn, I suppose. But he's still behind. That's fine as well, but I can fly over and kill him. So he kind of needs the 5 mana like removal spell, I suppose. I can even make this into 4/4. Yeah, he's just dead. And we're number 7 Mythic. Okay. I don't think it's going to be easy for us to get to like top 3 Mythic though, because usually when I get around that range, it just you kind of have to win like 7 games in a row to even like go up a ranking. But yeah, top 10 Mythic is still good, or top 5. We can try to aim for top 5. And then I can still do one more draft after this. I have enough time for a 3rd one. But yeah, this format is just so simple now. Not even sure if I want to even make any more content. I'm just kind of afraid that like the more people know about this set, like the draft and the arena open is just not going to be as exciting because we're just never going to draft white, and you kind of have to be in black or green. This hand is very medium, probably the worst hand I have had so far, but I have both my colors and I'm on the play, so I'll try it. Hopefully we get like a priest on 3 or like at least something we can flicker for value. Like at least this card can be fine, but it's off curve. Maybe keep up Lindworm with the Basilisk. I could even just run out the Stalwart without value. I'm not even sure if that's good. It's probably not. So I probably just need to keep this up or something. If he runs this out, it's going to be kind of annoying. Valor Singer's fine. Might even just trade for it. Surprised he didn't use his treasure too. I think I just say go. I could just play out the Hippogriff too. It's like not the end of the world if I play this, because like flickering this doesn't do anything. You could have a removal spell for this though. I don't know. It's a little bit not that proactive, so I'm just gonna route the Hippogriff, and that should be fine. I just need to just to do something with my mana. Because if I'm relying on him trying to remove my Basilisk with the Dread Lindworm, it's not always a guarantee, and then I spend my whole turn doing nothing. So I'm fine with this. We can maybe keep up mana to protect this next turn. And then I don't think I'm trading here. I'm fine trading here, but yeah, I'm just gonna attack and run out the bear. I don't really care about like him hitting me for 3 in the air, to be honest. And definitely not going, and this can't block anyway, so not gonna keep up the Dread Lindworm. We can start beating down the owlbear as well. And then we can keep this up with the hexproof if he has any tricks, and then that would put him pretty far behind. My removal spell for this as well. That kind of sucks. Alright, at least it drew me a card, but that does slow me down because now he's able to maybe outrace me. Okay, he's pumping this as well. I still think I'm attacking with this. We can even set up a turn with like Stalwart and Priest, but I think I'm just gonna do this and then attack for 2. I hate taking 3 over and over against a red-white, but I think it's fine. This card is just too good to like not to block with, so I guess this is okay. And then we can always Priest and Stalwart next turn as well, just for a little bit of life gain. Hopefully no second removal. So this is a reason why Blessed Hippogriff is so good, the 1 mana just to keep up. And now I can keep up the Dread Lindworm, so. Move the combat. I think I'm fine saying the Basilisk too at this point. Sure. Do I just do this? Nah, let's just do this. And just allows it to resolve, okay. I guess I just run out the Priest and not run out the Stalwart, because I feel like he has an instant. If he's keeping up all his mana, it's kind of insane. So I think we're just fine with this, and then we can just say go. Yeah, this is kind of weird. So I'm probably just gonna see a removal spell. Alright. That's really good. Oh wow. Yeah. That's gonna help him stabilize. Okay, that's a good card. I don't think it's busted though. It's not like a bomb. It feels like a bomb when they cast it, but it's not really a bomb. It's still a very good card though, I'm not gonna lie, so. Gotta congratulate my opponent for that. Wasn't expecting a card like this, so do I just humiliate this? I mean, if he's attacking the tokens, I think I do. As much as I hate like humiliating and like not having mana to use a Lindworm, I think I still do it. And then before damage, just humiliate the 4/2. And then hopefully this is this keeps us alive. Alright, that's annoying. He has his own Hippogriff, fair enough. Oh, I guess it doesn't work because it gets rid of indestructibility. Opponent forgot about humiliation. Yeah, that's the reason why this is like kind of better than the other card, whatchamacallit. Alright, so he's gonna exile the Blessed Hippogriff. Or the Owlbear. You can specialize next turn too. Yeah, him exiling this is kind of annoying too. Right, I can priest and flicker it, I suppose. That's not bad too. I'll be shields down, but that's fine. And I should be able to survive still. Just want to generate more card advantage, and hopefully we get another humiliation. No humiliation, okay. He might just specialize and attack with this next turn. Yeah, he's probably gonna do that. I can still block his own Hippogriff, but I'm guaranteed to kind of take 4 here, which is kind of annoying. So maybe the right play is now to try to ambush him with Lenorm and kill this. So I kind of have to go for it. I feel like, even though he's probably holding on to a lot of removal. Gets rid of all abilities too, so I won't be able to draw a card if I kill this. That kind of sucks. Well, at least I got the ground covered now, which is nice. But again, I feel like I should definitely try to... Okay, I guess I'm taking 7. That's a lot. Holy shit. Alright. I guess we're forced to chop next turn. And then I guess you just want to attack on the ground. Oh yeah, when were these Lenorms when we need them? I guess we're just dead. Unless I gain life. Yeah, I don't know how to win against this. He might just attack with all of his flyers, and that's pretty much it. That's not good. Maybe he's crazy enough to attack with all. But he played that quite well, I have to give it to him. Only if this gave reach. Yeah, I guess I'm dead, yep. So Lindorm's stuck in her hand doing nothing. Should have maybe not cast the humiliation that turn, but I guess it was still fine since it took out the dragon. Maybe should have still waited, or used it to at least block off the dragon with the Hippogriff, but yeah, that's fine. Can't win them all, and I'm not perfect, so I can only do so much. Alright, so 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, and they're ramping into some good creatures. Yep. So this is the type of hand we kind of want in the green base ramp deck, like something to a mana dork on turn 3, some big bodies. Luckily the opponent is playing red-green, which is a bad deck. So could maybe bottom 1 land, and hopefully I don't need the other one. Sure. Because I do need to guarantee land 6. I could just trade here too. But given that he's green, I'm kind of afraid he might just have other large things. And since he's playing multicolor red, he might not have enough still. I mean, if I block this does force him to pump, so it does give him a negative tempo advantage. So I'm kind of liking this. So now I can just run out Owlbear, and then, yeah, even if he plays a Genasi Rabble-Rouser, he's pretty far behind, so... Just make him use his mana. And then I'm kind of guaranteed to get land 7 anyway, so this is fine. The worst feeling would be Grim Bounty here, but that's double reading, doesn't have any... This card is not a card I usually look at, but sure. He can maybe try to haste me down with a Jund deck. I mean, I can't think of 2 mana deal with the 4/4 here. Oh, okay, that's fine. Alright, that makes sense. I'll give him credit for that, but I still drew a card, which is nice. But now he needs to deal with Hillgorger. And then we can still start pummeling him. He could actually run out the Lindworm here too, which is also kind of annoying. I guess that's 7 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He needs to hit his lands. Okay, so this can maybe help him stabilize a bit. I guess this will allow him to ramp as well, so that's kind of cute. Hopefully no second Dragon's Fire. Yeah, this card's improved a lot in this set, given how there's more dragons now. I guess we run out land first in case he has something. My own Scale Nurturer, fair enough. I think I attack for 4. Do I run out soldiers here? It doesn't attack past anything, so I think I just run out the Lindworm in case he has something else. And just say go. I can always like try to, funny enough, if he taps out for this, I can try to ambush with the Lindworm, making this into 8 toughness and eat his own. The Feshni's kind of cute too. I guess you can make copies of it. That's kind of cute. I mean, I'm still attacking for 7. I can humiliate this if I 6 creatures too, so that's not bad. And I'll just smash. He's still really far behind. If he's chomping, that's good too. And then, do I run out soldiers or scaled? Probably scaled here. And then if I run out soldiers, I can't keep up Lindworm, so I think we just say go, take 4. And if he tries to do the 7 mana thing, then we can ambush, and we should be good. I'll take 4, it's not the end of the world. You can only chump so much. Does he have a band together here? Alright. I could get rid of his double strike, right? I mean, it's only 8 damage, I don't care. It's only 8. I'm not, like, afraid of anything. Like, it is a lot of damage, but like, I can get rid of it eventually, so whatever. Another Lindworm, so yeah. I guess I just attack with these 3. And I think I'm fine attacking with all, although I might want to keep with the Humiliation still. But I guess I still can, right? Yeah, I still can if I tap this correctly, so this is fine. He has a band together here. That's kind of annoying. I guess I have my own to ambush as well. So I'm hoping he blocks my Hill Giants. And then I can use my own here. That messes him up, so yeah, that's nice. And then I'm fine running out soldiers now. So yeah, that sets him pretty far behind. Does he have a Reanimator spell? I mean, if he brings right in the Feshni, I don't really care either. He's kind of forced to jump block this, and yeah, I can just kill this next turn too, so yeah, missing the land drops really hurt him. And trying to go red-green base is a little bit of a weird strategy as well. I'm not a big fan of that. Okay, 2 more. And then we'll probably do one more final draft, and then you guys can analyze my videos and then try to ignore all my blabbering. And then the top uncommons, forgot to mention that. Okay, Rasad, number 1. Number 2 is Seagate Imprisonment. Number 3 is Skullport Merchant, and then number 4 is between like Cast Down and Viconia Night Singer. And then number 5, I think it's no. Yeah, that's like, yeah, number 4, yeah, and number 5 are like between Viconia and like Cast Down. And then I think number 6 is like You're Confronted by Robbers, and then like Black Dragon. So pretty much the black and white dominate the uncommons territory. And then you'll see, like, I think Dragon Draconic Mirrorless or something, or I guess there's Method's Enthusiasm, the 2 mana removal spell in red, as a top 10 uncommon as well, but it's nowhere near those that I just mentioned. Alright, this is good. This card's insane. It's kind of like a kill on sight sort of card as well. Black-green, sure. Pricey Sewer Plague on turn 3. I'm fine trading off the Underdark Basilisk, and then I can also use the Blessed Hippogriff as well. So I'm fine attacking here. I mean, I could just let the trade happen and just run out Priest. Maybe that's just better. But then I'm kind of guaranteed a Hippogriff on 4 almost, and that's pretty good too. So let's think here. Trade, run out Priest. Turn 4, I just play out Hippogriff. Nah, let's just do this. This is fine. And this is a good creature to keep against black-green since they don't have a ton of flyers. So just having an annoying Death Touch creature that he has to deal with eventually is also a problem for him. And then we still get to generate some value here, which I wanted to, so I can play this out on turn 4. Otherwise, yeah, I could play this out on turn 3, but then I don't have any follow-up. It's kind of weird, so let's just jam. And then we can even keep up with Dread Lindner next turn pre-combat if he has an instant speed trick to blow him out. Opponent's 4 colors, alright, so probably splashing some big bombs. Like, Verdant Rejuvenation would be a nightmare, but that's like an 8 mana rare. Might see him just far off the removal here. Not sure what he can do. Like he doesn't have Grim Bounty. He would need like Capture Sphere or something. Sewer Plague. All right, that's fair enough. No reason to untap this because like giving the text proof doesn't do anything. So rip Unicorn, but that's still trade for a removal spell, and it took out his Underdark Basilisk. So it's a card for a card. So I'll probably find attacking first here. We might even humiliate if he's crazy. And then we can just go wide. And then maybe even activate Unicorn or threaten to activate next turn. This card's ridiculous. Can humiliate and the norm as well. Or pump and then and cast a humiliation. And then this is just a big chumper. It doesn't really trade into anything well. So I don't know what this is. Intellect Devour, that's a good one. I guess I can just use it on Lindnorm, and then I can just kill this. I think that's fair enough. And hopefully there's no like weird 1 mana trick. I don't think there's anything. But I'm definitely gonna fire this off main phase. Favorite Emmy is kind of annoying, so that's gonna take out my Unicorn, I suppose. I'm hoping he takes out the Dread Soldiers and not the Unicorn. Or at least the Basilisk. Nice. Damn, he takes out my Unicorn. Rude. Alright, so now this is weird. I need to find a creature off the top to take out this Intellect Devourer. I guess I can always just Dread Lindnorm here. I'll attack with both. Everything. And then he's probably gonna do that, and then... I mean, I could use Lindnorm here, but that's kind of bad. I'm hoping he blocks with the Intellect so I can ambush with the Dread Lindnorm. Because I really do not want him casting this. Yeah, I guess this will have to resolve. I guess he can grow his Intellect Devourer now. I keep forgetting about that. Alright. I'm an idiot. So it's kind of bad if I can't kill this. Because he gets to take out my Lindnorm. Yeah, this card's so good. I mean, I can always give him a land, but even then he gets to use a land. He probably has his own, like, Hippogriff or something. People play weird things in this format. That's a good one, too. Darn, that's such a good card. Against what I'm trying to do. Guess I'll just attack with all and then try to Lindnorm here. if he tries to block my soldiers. I can also priest here too. Maybe that's fine as well. Maybe just go wide enough to take this out. And then hopefully not trade off for anything because... yeah, he can freaking cast... yeah, he can cast my stinking Linnorm next turn, so that's bad. So I guess I can just send in my Underdark Basilisk, why not? Just chip in for 1. Yeah, this is bad. The Intellect Devourer just stole the game from me. I guess I have my own Dread Linnorm, but it feels bad. Like, he's just outvaluing me now. And then now if he casts a Mycon Cellar, I can't do much. So I'm hoping he just plays something else and he doesn't run out the Linnorm. Because I really want to take out this Intellect Devourer to get back my Linnorm back. So please don't play my 7-drop opponent. And he does. That feels so tilting. Yeah, I'm not drawing into anything either. I'm not even getting value off of this. It's so bad. And he probably has another fight spell too. I could always try to untap this and block. But it's power 3 or less, so I don't know. I'm just gonna concede. This is bad. Lost to a blue, like some playing blue mana too, but this Intellect Devourer snatching my Dread Limworm and was pretty bad. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked too with the ground creatures. I should just maybe waited. But either way, like the thing was I was gonna double team off of it anyways, so I guess it replaced it regardless, and I wouldn't even have the same amount, so it's kind of whatever. I really need like another creature just to take out the Devourer. And I forgot that fight effect gave counters too. Alright, this hand seems good. There's a scary card. Probably need to take that out eventually, but not now. Rabble Rouser is quite good too. And do I block this and trade? It's fine. Like, it's a huge tempo loss for him, like our previous opponents. Could also Rasad this, and then maybe keep up Humiliation. Do I care? I think I'll block it, just to make him waste his turn. And then do I take out the Unicorn with Rasad? I think it's okay. Sure. And then might see a Dragon's Fire here. That could be kind of annoying. Mirrodin's Disciple's annoying too. Man, I wish I had a 5/5. Okay. Last Hippogriff is nice. So probably not going to double block this. Alright, I guess I can't either way. I could specialize next turn too. But I kind of want to specialize when I have access to Hippogriff. Could have also played this later, I suppose. But Unicorn is scary. Sure. I guess he's going to try to bounce his back for his double strike. I mean, his double team, but he is losing tempo. I mean, like, I understand that he's trying to trigger a double strike and get more value, but that is a lot of tempo loss, so I'm not sure if I agree with that from the opponent. And then, yeah, if he's going to do that, we're going to do this. And that messes with him. And then we can attack with a 2/2/1. I can also specialize here. Trade happens. I could specialize, but I need my land anyways for the hill giant, so this is fine. And then yeah, he has to deploy everything slowly. Sure. I guess it's a 4-3. That's not bad. But I can kill this eventually too. And I'm also just gaining life, so yeah. Even if he gets the value there on the trigger, he's just so far behind now. And then next turn he's taking like what, 9? Yeah, this is one of the better uncommons too. I don't know, it could just be worse than Dragon's Fire, I suppose, because it's sorcery speed. But it's still efficient, so I can't talk too bad about it. Other than maybe I'd rather just take the white commons over it anyways. But yeah, red is not that great. Definitely got really nerfed. Like, there's no hoarding ogre anymore. The 4-mana 3/3 that makes treasures whenever it attacks. Price of Loyalty obviously got nerfed. There's no Plundering Barbarian, the one that makes treasures. And then Swarming Goblins also got cut from this set. So, like, Swarming Goblins is usually the, that's whatever, I don't care. Swarming Goblins was the card that, I guess I'll just kill this. Let's just simulate this stupid thing. Yeah, Swarming Goblins was the card that, he probably has a stupid 5 mana, right? The 5 mana deal. I think we still go for it. He has the stupid... No, he doesn't. He's just dead. Yeah, there's no more Swarming Goblins. It was the 5 mana 4/3 that, like, made tokens whenever, like, you roll, like, 1 or 10 or 10 to 20. And then sometimes, even if you hit 20, you can make, like, 3 of them, which is kind of cool if that ever happens. But it's still just a good card, like the 5 mana 4/3 that makes chump blockers. And then that also made Battlecry Goblin a lot better as well. So, yeah, just lost a lot of the treasure synergy, so got nerfed. I would like this with white mana, but we don't have white mana. We're on the play, though, but I don't think I can keep this. I'll take my risk and mull. Alright, this hand's also not great. I can bomb the Hill Gorger at least. That makes the most sense. And then hopefully draw more top end. Don't have any ways to shuffle my library, so that's kind of also... not too appealing. You can always flicker and then re-trigger double team. Probably just an attack here and then just run out the duplicates because that can trade for Paladin. I'd rather have that trade than running out the real soldiers. Or I can always take 2 and then just take it from there as well. But I think this opponent knows what's up because he's playing 1-drop 2. I think I'm trading here. Yeah, I don't think this is wrong trading. Yeah, it's Unicorn has to go. I'm not going to mess around here. Alright, Priest is great. I don't know if I'm supposed to trade here, though. Probably not, since I can flicker. Yeah, definitely not going to trade here next turn. But I am fine trading Unicorn for the 2/1. Card's too scary. And I'll just take 2 here. No attacks, right? Flicker. Minthara is scary though. This card's very good. Yeah, we have to kill Minthara. If I attack, he can just like double block, I guess. But I'm fine using the Dread Lindenworm. I think I'm attacking for 3 and hoping he blocks with Linthara. And he doesn't, so he doesn't fall for it. Fair enough. Let's run out soldiers, and then we'll say go. And I might just have to take 4 here because I don't want to have this thing like give insane amount of intensity. Yeah, I'm fine taking 4 and then I can attack with both. Yeah, this is an interesting attack. I'm fine using you here or something, but I'll take 4. Maybe I shouldn't attack with this then, but that's fine. I don't want to give this intensity. Otherwise, he just has 3/3s all day. So he's probably holding on to like a trick or something. I still think we're supposed to attack. It's not great though. I mean, I could trade and just use Patriarchs to finish this off just to be safe. Maybe that's fine too, like... Sure. Yeah, let's just do this. And then second main, we can, like, use the soldiers. Yeah, I think we let damage resolve first, right? I think he might have the stupid Hippogriff, but then if he gains indestructible, we can get him. I can also do this. But then he can blow me out with, like, his own removal. So I think we actually let the damage resolve here. Run out second soldiers. And then cast Humiliation on this. And then hopefully he gives it the indestructible, so then we can make him lose, like, all of the abilities. I could also held on to this, but then he would be suspecting a Dreadland Arm, so I really think he has something. Yeah, that was a weird... Yeah, that's a reason. I'm just doing this safely here. Like, he could have a removal spell in the response, so I need to at least guarantee 2 creatures stick around to take this out, but yeah, Minthara is a scary card. I cannot allow this to stick around. And if he has removal, well, guess what? Yeah, alright, so that's good. Rip Minthara, and the ability's gone too, so if he tries to reanimate, it's just gonna be nothing. And again, that wasn't really a 2-for-1, because, like... do I block here? This is a weird attack. I'm not gonna block this, because he has a trick. And then next turn we can keep these 2 up. Yeah, that's a strange attack. Not sure if I should run out land there too, because he could have his own Intellect Devourer and that would mess this up. But I'm hoping he attacks this turn so I can ambush. Yeah, alright, so we're gonna try to ambush here. He's gonna do that, and then we just give it hexproof and indestructible. And now we have a 5/5 body to stick around, a Lidworm that we can cast next turn, so everything's good. Let's just find this out. And then do I attack with both? I think I do. He did use up his Sewer Plague, so that's good. Skullform Merchant, alright, this is a scary card as well. This will just draw him a bunch of cards, so I need to, like, start applying a lot of pressure here. So he can still chump and sack. Do I attack with both? This is 13 damage. I think I just attack with 1. And yeah, he can't chump this, so I'm fine not attacking because he can just chump and then sack and swing back, so that's okay. Sea Tower Imprisonment, that's so stupid, and I hate this card so much. Now I'm wishing I have the Naga to exile this. This card is so good. Another busted white uncommon. So now we need to draw into some large creatures to stabilize and then start attacking. And that's a good one. So I think I attack with a 5/5. I think I'm fine with that. He can always chump and stack, but I don't care as well. And then probably need to take out the Merchant if he does some sort of weird 5-man block. And if he blocks like this, that's also good. Yeah, I'm willing to trade for all this. Just to take this out, I'm fine with this. I can also be annoying and use the Pumps trick too, but I guess that doesn't work. Alright. Yeah, let's take out the skull port. I can also pump myself. I guess pumping myself also works, so it's 6 power. I think I like that too. Let's do this. Yeah, let's pump this. So then he doesn't kill it, and then these will all die, so he's forced to like sack. And hope he doesn't have an instant here to blow me out. Yeah, so now he's just gonna sack and draw, and then we can kill everything, so that's nice. Yep. Alright, that's good. So rip, we can get rid of these, and then hopefully no sweeper. And then we have 2 large creatures beating down. We did bottom another Hill Giant Herd Gorger, so that kind of sucks. But we do have Owlbear and second Lenorm in this deck too. That's a busted card. This card's stupid, but I think we can still beat it, right? So we can't target it because he's just going to flicker it forever. As double strike, when we cast a spell, it gains whatever this creature becomes a target. Okay. Specialize is kind of insane too, right? So with Specializes, you do draw a non-land permanent, and it becomes a 3/6 double strike. So it's essentially just trades for anything. And then when this creature enters battle for Specializes, return up to 2 target creatures with total mana 3. So disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. This card's dumb. Yeah, it's just so dumb. Yeah. Why did they even print a card like this? Like, you can't even answer it. It's just not even fair. Like, the only thing now I can attack with is a 7/6, and he can just chump all day or trade. I highly doubt he's going to trade here. And I'm just going to have to take this out. I'm sure he maybe even top deck this too. Alright, I'm fine with the trade. Hopefully no tricks. Alright, trade is good. Thank God. This card's stupid. He can pump his Unicorn twice as well. This is good. Do I care about Steadfast though? Probably. I mean, I can still attack with the Steadfast, but it's kind of underwhelming as well. I'm just going to put this on top. Say go, and then we can start attacking our 5/5. Gotta keep in mind he can't activate this unless he's being aggressive. I'm hoping he doesn't have a way to reanimate this too. It's kind of dumb if he can. Like, you can't even target this thing. I guess when it specializes you can, but but the front half you can't target it, so you gotta wait until they specialize. Still really dumb. Might just attack with Fall next turn too. Maybe draw first, so maybe if I get Lindorm, I can keep up the hexproof trick. Spawn, that's fine. I guess now I can only attack with a 5/5, but I guess he can still like double block it. But I can still like take out 2 creatures. Oh, he has a removal spell. That sucks. I guess we can still trade here. I think I trade here or something. No, he doesn't. Sure. That's a good one. Alright, I think we exile the Unicorn. To me, that makes the most sense. Unicorn's the scariest. And then we can specialize this next turn too. Assuming he doesn't have removal. Alright, nothing. So do I want to make him green or do I want to make him white? I guess when it dies it makes 2 boar creature tokens, so I care about that. Or do I just want to shut down the 1/1? I probably just want to shut down the Unicorn to be safe, but making 2/2/2 bodies seems good too, so let's just do that. Yeah, let's do this. And then I can't really attack with the 4/4, which kind of sucks. I mean, I could. He gains life. I don't know, let's just say go. Like, we don't have any good attacks, which is odd. This 2/3 actually, like, making it really difficult for us to attack into. Humiliation is quite good, though. So I could attack, he tries to double block, I humiliate. That seems good. And then probably take out the life linker so he doesn't gain life. And then hopefully this resolves and then we can take it out. So no life gain, we take out the 2-3 and then we can start attacking on the ground, hopefully. Maybe keep this back. So yeah, it's just top deck wars here. Whoever floods less. I drew more lands than him too, so that's interesting. Alright, that's fine too, I don't care. Like, it stops the 4-4, but like, it's still kind of just not good. Do I even trade here? That's a question. It's kind of annoying, I think I do. I guess he's getting resources from double team as well, so it's not easy. It's really not. Yeah, I guess I stay back now. I could also block with the walrus and then force it, but yeah, these imprisonments are so stupid. Like, I'm fine with him on the Rasad here because like I still stole a card from him, and then he used a removal spell on it. But now he gets like 2 double team creatures, which is really annoying, and then he gets another sewer plague, so that's also pretty annoying. So now I'm just kind of forced to trade here. Lenorma's pretty good. I guess I can attack and then use Lenorm and then play it. I'm fine with this. Gotta get some value while I can, and then yeah, I gotta get some value here. And then Albert dies. And yeah, I can't play this anyway, so we'll see go. I can even block this too. And then he needs to like 2-for-1 himself. Luckily this format doesn't have a way to interact with adventures as well. I know there's a way in like Throne of Eldraine with the 3 mana ability that snipes a card from their hand and exiles the adventure. That was more of a sideboard card too. Don't say you top deck another removal opponent. That's so good. Like, that's so stupid. Like, holy shit, it has to be exactly this card. I mean, I don't think I can beat this if he's just gonna keep doing this, like just drawing like gas over and over. So ridiculous. Like, even if I took out this like unicorn, he's already like going wide and kicking my butt. So yeah, it's not good. This guy's just like top decking like a god. I mean, we're also drawing well, but like this guy's literally just top decking like a madman. At least I can block here and trade here. It's not the end of the world, but he's eventually going to go wide enough to maybe kill me if he top decks his own unicorn. I can still maybe smash for the unicorn and then like trade and then chomp still, so maybe we still have like a chance. But it's not looking good. We need to like keep drawing into more action every single turn. And he still swings everyone, which is crazy. Yeah, he's just trying to... Yeah, this double team stuff is really insane. And then we're just gonna be dead anyways if we run this out. So yeah, this is just dumb. Like this literal card just like won him the game. All right, I guess we can gain some life. Number 9. I mean, I'm also drawing gas, and this is also quite good too. So, am I dead here? I guess not, right? I guess I just have to run out the Hippogriff, like not waste my time trying to get value off of it. And then I can block 3 of them. I can go down to 4. I think I have to attack the Lintworm though and risk it. As much as I hate as much as because I can still block 3 of these and fall down to 1. So this saved my butt. This card just saved my butt literally. I was gonna lose if I wasn't gonna get anything, but he's just gonna jam. So blocks, blocks, blocks. Hopefully no pump trick. Right. So none, but we're still in trouble because we need to keep these two back now. And we can't afford to attack because he's at 9. So really, really close game. Yeah, just gotta say go. If he gets another creature and attacks all out, we're just dead. But if he's just top decking lands, then we're good. So no removal spell, please, opponents. Right, that's good. I think we can attack for 7 now. And then run out the Nurture and risk it. Yeah, I think we need to run this out and risk it here. Because this is kind of like the only way out now. Just chump one and then block one. Pilgrim's Eye, alright. I mean, he can't block the 7/6 still. I think he... I don't know if he has anything, but hopefully not. Very close match. This card... Actually, this card's not a bomb, but it's good. It's good. He has a removal spell, right? No, he doesn't. Alright. Alright, that was a really scary match. Alright, so I do have like an hour left to record maybe like one more draft, so we'll do this. We'll do a final one, and then I'll have to like speed through it, since some of these games can go pretty long. But yeah, we got another 7, even made to rank 9 Mythic, so that's not bad. Definitely worse than the one previously, but still kind of close, you know. No double Unicorn, but still like double Humiliation, triple Priest is insane, double Blessed Hippogriff. So those cards are being undervalued in Premier Draft right now. You can definitely take advantage of it. So we'll collect this, and then one more draft. And then that should be it. Let's see if I need to refresh my quest, though. Nope. Let's do this. Alright, pack one, pick one. Is there a white common? Top white common? There's one of the best uncommons in the set, Skullport Merchants. I don't think this card's good, right? 4 mana. Okay, so you can't lose the game if you equip. When equipped creature attacks, draw a card revealed. This creature gets plus X until end of turn. You lose X life, where X is dead. So essentially, if they kill the creature that has a weapon attached or bounce it, then you lose the game. Because like even if you're like 0 life and this doesn't like kill the creature, quote unquote. I mean, even if you're like 0 life and you don't die and you have this equipped creature, like once it doesn't equip, then you're just dead. I don't think this card's good. It's kind of whatever. Probably just take Skullport Merchant here. It's a black card. Black and white are two best colors instead. There's one the top uncommons. Drakon Muralist also quite excellent once you have like more than 2 copies of Lintworm or two or more. But just gonna take Skullport Merchant here. Black is better than green, so I want to lean towards black first. This card's quite good. OG. There's also Red Dragon, which I think is quite good too. We could maybe go red-black. OG. It's a little bit more of a, like interesting like card if I want to take it. Like I would have to splash this, and it could be pretty powerful if I like end up black-white splashing this. But I still think maybe it's just Red Dragon here. None of the cards I really care about. Like this is a nice top-end card. Deals 4 when it comes down. Red-black is good. We'll just keep our monocolors going, not to try anything too special. Gonna take Understellar Myconid over Vampire Spawn. Even though I think this would be my second pick. Myconid is just one of the top commons, so you can't ignore it. And if we end up black-green is also just really good. We might even have enough mana fixing, we can even splash this Red Dragon, which is crazy to think about, but not gonna pass Myconid, it's just too good. I don't think this card's good either. Top 4 cards, choose one of them, put all cards, okay. Nah, this card sucks. It's probably between these two. There's also land, which is fine. Probably just gonna take soldiers here. Double team is strong. This card has actually definitely impressed me. And yeah, we'll just keep our options open until we see a signal. Jaheira pretty late. There's also Guild Swarm Prowler. Both of these are really nice as well. Definitely better than you here something. And yeah, they're both kind of close. I still think I'm leaning towards black more with Guildsworn because again, I think black is the second best color. The commons are, you know, slightly deeper than greens, but Jaheira is quite powerful too. But yeah, I'm gonna take Guildsworn Prowler. We can end up at least in black-white over green-white, and that's apparently a better deck. So maybe this time this draft, people can see the power of black as opposed to white-green. But this is the best black common. And it's another reason why Grim Bounty got a little bit worse. Because, like, again, a card like this which replaces itself and you have to eventually kill is kind of awkward, and plus this is another one of those powerful 2-drops like Soldiers of the Watch, Rabble Rouser, Steadfast Unicorn, like cheap creatures. All right, that's a late Patriarch Simulation. Don't know what this is doing, but I'll take it. Yoink. So white black, maybe. And that's another Soldiers. There's an Owlbear here. I could take Owlbear, but that will lead me off my colors. I do have a Soldiers of the Watch already. I don't know. I feel like I should just take Owlbear to just diversify a bit. There's also like Valor. Like this is, both of these are kind of close. I'm just gonna take Owl just to stay open. I don't know, because I think this card's just good, and I want to diversify, so I'll just take it. So yeah, Abzan colors, kind of like where you want to be in the set, or Mardu. But I think again, the Abzan colors are the deepest. White, black, and green are just kind of like the main colors where you want to reside and plan your strategy in the set. You hear something. This can be kind of a cute card. I guess Grave Choice is actually quite good too. This card's actually like number 4 best black uncommon. So I'll take it here over You Hear Something, even though I prefer being white more. Like you can always get unicorns to do this effect. I'm gonna take Grave Choice. It's kind of cool. Black white or black green, both fun decks to be in. And then we could end up liking the black green deck with like the summon. All right, Dread Lindworm is really late. This card's really good. Holy shit. All right, we'll take it. I guess we're just maybe going to be in black green. And a card I don't mind splashing is Humiliation. Maybe not Soldiers, but Humiliation's still splashable, even though it's like the thing is you don't really want to splash for cheap spells most of the time, since you're not guaranteed to get the mana early. This is still just a very good card in the late game, and you kind of want to set up a board and go wide with this first, so you eventually like hopefully get your fixing for this. So yeah, black green can also do the. You could also. This is kind of deck where you can play that black um undead summoning. The 5 mana, like you mill 3, reanimate a creature. So yeah, black green is the kind of the deck for it. This deck 10 is kind of whatever. This is just worse than anything else. I think the only playable card is like Gorgon Clutches here. I don't even like Kokora. Maybe just take Guardian Naga. Like those cards I don't care about at all. Grave Choice also just been quite decent too. Like, I know it's an edict effect and they aren't great, but like sometimes you just have to sacrifice their higher cost creature just so you don't get a copy of it in your hand, and that can lead to some awkward moments for them. Obviously bad against Myconid, but pretty good. Like on turn 2, like they played their 2-drop. Like Soldiers, you cast Grave Choice, you get your own. Armor Shells is actually pretty decent too as a 1-of, according to data as well. It's like still like number 6 black, best black common, but yeah, it's fine as a 1-of. I believe it is. I'm convinced. And then this is whatever. Chain Devil can be kind of cute when you have like things to sack, but I don't care about either. So it's probably just the the black green Golgari. Like we saw really late Linnorm. Not seeing a ton of white. Saw like 1 Humiliation. That's pretty much it. No Priest. No Blessed Hippogriff. No Steadfast Unicorn. So I think white's being contested and black green is open. So we'll lean towards this direction. Unfortunately, this pack is not very good. Like, I think the best card is just like Sepulchre Ghoul. Could also just argue land here too, which isn't bad. Maybe Red Dragon. Maybe even the blue card. Yeah, this card's just kind of weird. Bunch of text. Yeah, I don't. This is kind of like a instant sorcery build around thing. Magic. I'm just gonna take Sepulchre Ghoul. Keep us in black. It's good with the Myconid. Could use a sack outlet, I suppose, and a creature that's hard to block. Rabble Rouser is also an argument, but we're just gonna take a Sepulchre because I feel more inclined towards black green than red, and didn't see that many amazing red either in the first pack. Like no Dragon's Fire, another double team creature. So I feel like red white Boros double team is contested. So this direction seems to make the most logical sense. There's another Owlbear. I think we take it over Vampire Spawn. Like 5-mana 4/4 trample draw card is just better usually, right? I know this card is good too. Nice early blocker drains, but come on, draw card. Basically, if you attach a draw card to any card, it's really good. Kind of clunky though, but still, like, hey, stabilizes you, draws your card. You can't argue against that. Card's just too good. There's a meteor golem. There's a unicorn. I'm not even sure if I would play this in black green. Nah, it just seems really bad. There's some creatures that can reanimate. The best card is like unicorn, but we're doing meteor golem. I feel like we're nowhere near this like Steadfast unicorn thing, so someone's gonna be pretty happy. We're gonna be trying to grind in this sort of deck. This card's so good with Myconid. I think it's actually better than black green than black red at this point in the set. I don't know. Myconid is just so insane. All right, what the hell is another Sculptor merchant doing? I'm gonna take it here over second Linnorm. We have like 2 7-drops already, and we could use more ways to ramp and fix. So yeah, this card's bonkers. I'm hoping for at least one Grim Bounty in this deck as well, and maybe multiple Prowlers as well. Like, yeah, we're looking to just grind, play this very controlling Dirtle game. And Hook Horror could actually be playable now with these, like, the sack outlets, but it's still the 5-drop, so it's kind of weird. I do like Herd Gorger, though. Don't know what this is still doing in the pack, but sure, whatever. To each their own. Everyone evaluates cards differently. So, what can I say? This card's okay too, but 3 mana is really inefficient. You really want this to be like 1 or 2 mana. Imagine how powerful it is if it's 1 mana. I think I take Vampire Spawn now. So many good cards. There's also this 2-drop. Skonos is also okay. Yeah, we have like a bunch of 5s already. I really think we need some earlier drops. I don't like this card though, so I think I'm going to take Vampire Spawn and hope this is the correct thing to do. It's just a good blocker, helps you stabilize. This is just so like bad at blocking. Yeah, this is just like worse than Owlbear, I think. I'm going to take some Vampire Spawn over the second Hill Giant. Like, we have like top end already. And I'll just take a Linnorm here because there's nothing else. So, happy I didn't take that Hill Giant. Could even run like 18 lands in this deck too. I don't think that's unimaginable. And then like a Summon Undead too would be nice in this deck because we're going to be maybe like self-milling and reanimating these creatures. But yeah, the deck is going to be pretty mana intensive. Maybe I just take this. But it needs to die, so you need sack outlets. But we do have a couple. So it's okay. There's also Manticore, but it's also pretty bad. Like, the best card for us is like Armor, but I'm not playing 2 copies, so. We're just going to be black-green grind. And I feel like black is also contested at the table. Not seeing a whole ton of good black. Take a No Hunter, though. Like, green seems more open for sure. And obviously blue, so it's like green blue are the most 2 open colors in this pod. But I'll never play a blue card in this set, ever. Unless, like, I can splash it and it's a bomb rare. There's Nefarious Imp. I guess we don't have any 4s. This card is just whatever as well. I'm just gonna take Inspiring Bard. Not even sure it's the right pick there. Yeah, just a bunch of random junk as well. Don't think any of this matters. Gray Salad. Sure, this kind of makes sense with the whole black-green synergy thing, but again, I don't think you even care about synergy in black-green. You're just trying to ramp and play good cards. Alright, that's a big creature to ramp into, so it's another 7-drop. If you do play a number of target creatures, this can be kind of cute. There's also just Jaheira. Like, could use more 2-drops. Like, do I really need a 7-mana 7/6 in this deck? I already have, like, Dread Lindorm. And, like, the thing is, we might not even have anything in our graveyard when we cast this, so it's kind of weird. This is just too cute. Like, this is a good card, but I might just take Jaheira here. Like, we really need more 2-drops, otherwise, like, we're just gonna get run over, and this card is just good. There's also Sewer Plague. Don't have a ton of removal as well, but it's just medium as well. I'm gonna take Jaheira over Ancient Brax Dragon. I don't think I need with, like, double Lintworm, and then Wilson's also a good card, too. Also another Pedro's Humiliation, but Wilson's good. Nice 2-drop. And yeah, it's not busted or anything, just a really good rare. And we could use another 2-drop. Probably just going to take Dispute here. It still makes a treasure, even if we have to sack something. It's fine. We have, like, Skullport Merchants to make treasures with. Might even now run this, like, random, I don't know, this Circle of the Land Druid, not sure. But Dispute is kind of like the best card for us. And then Pilgrim's Eye is not bad too. I mean, if we're trying to hit our lands and maybe Splash or Humiliation, I think I like it over second Vampire Spawn. Yeah, I kind of like this, and it's a good card we can sack to Deadly or like Skullport, so I'll take over a Vampire Spawn. As much as I like Spawn, like I kind of want this Pilgrim's Eye in. Prowler's great. Over Hippogriff, over second Hill Giants. Like, we have enough top end, I don't need to focus on it that much. Now, none of this really matters. Maybe Poison the Blade is actually the best card for us, I don't know. Another Pilgrim's Eye, okay. Could run a second copy over the random 2-drop Ramp Dork. Like, what does this even do? Like, do I even care? I don't think so. Chain Devil could be playable now, too, with, like, all these random dorks I don't mind sacrificing. Like, these 2 Pilgrim Eyes, but there's nothing else I want to sacrifice, really, in this deck. So it still sucks, I think. May just play the Bard as a 4-drop. There's this random dork here just to gain some life. Could even run 18 lands. But with Pilgrim's Eye, we're already hitting our land drops, so it's kind of, maybe not that good. Vampire Spawn, though. Band Together, okay. 1 removal spell. Yeah, we don't have much removal. I think I'm taking Band Together. I don't mind second Vampire Spawn, but we need some interaction in this deck. And we barely have any, so that's fine. And there's our Summon Undead. Do we even care about it at this point? Probably not. It's kind of a cute card, but meh, I'll put it in the sideboard. Maybe don't play Armor of Shadows. The Ghoul is fine. It's fine 2-drop. No Hunter's also just kind of whatever-ish. Like, I kind of like the Ghoul with, like, the Pilgrim's Eyes that you can sack. Ghoul is just a random 2-drop, but now our 2-drops department looks pretty decent now, so I don't need it as much. I don't mind the double Pilgrim's Eye, though. Could also just play 1 copy. But I'm liking 2 if we're going to run, like, 17 lands or something. There's also Poison the Blade, but that's kind of whatever as well. I could just run Summon Undead, to be honest. Like, being able to, like, reanimate one of these big creatures is really powerful, and this is kind of like the deck for it, so I might just throw this in. And maybe just run, like, 18 lands, too. Just to be safe. There's also this random card. I just don't have ways to deal with flyers as well, so could also consider this Ether Cap. There's a Follow the Tracks. Interesting. Could also just run Follow the Tracks over to Pilgrim's Eye. But then we won't have that many things to stack. But it's okay. Dispute we can always keep up if they have removal. Yeah, green is just really open. So, yep. So we could play 1 more card. Can even try 17 lands if we want to. So yeah, this deck is pretty interesting. We don't have much removal, like 1-2 removal spells. And that's pretty much it. So more interaction would be nice. Grave Choice, not really interaction, but I guess Meteor Golem. So it's more like 4 removal spells. So how do we deal with the flying creatures? We can kill them. We can at least like Shelmer Pilgrim's Eye. That seems pretty bad. Wilson, I guess, can be a large breach creature. And that's pretty much it. So we don't really have much to deal with flyers. I don't know if I should even throw in this Spike Trap. It's kind of a bad card, but it does deal with a potential flyer. Could also just summon Undead. Like, we could just run a copy. Like, it's not bad. I think it's kind of a cool card in this sort of deck. And then, now what's the final card? If we're running 17, I could take Pilgrim's Eye, because their curve is kind of high. Which isn't bad as well. Could also just run Prophetic Prism, since it replaces itself as well. But I kind of want more things to sack with the Deadly Dispute. But I guess Deadly can also sack Prophetic Prism. There's this card, I guess. It does deal with flyers. Maybe I do just throw this in over to Summon Undead, just to make sure I don't die to flyers. A way to block. And then, what's the final card? Maybe just Pilgrim's Eye or Prophetic Prism. Could use a 4-drop like Inspiring Bard, but it does nothing for a deck. There's this card which can ambush a flyer, but even then it's not that good. It's too clunky. There's this, but it's also just kind of whatever as well. It does replace itself. So it's kind of like between these three cards, I think. Do you really need to summon Undead? Play Owlbear on 5? I don't think so, right? So maybe we're fine with second Pilgrim's Eye. But we do have like some ramp and ways to fix already, so maybe we do. This seems like a fun card. I'm going to take Summon Undead. Let's try this with 17 lands, and then I guess we can like... I guess I'm fine with like one planes. Like, even though I can accidentally mill it with Summon, we should be okay. Follow the Tracks, Pilgrim Eyes to find. I could also just cut Follow the Tracks and just throw in the Pilgrim's Eye, just to have an extra creature. But this also helps us ramp, which is probably more also important. So let's mix it up. Let's try this. I stated I was going to speed run the draft, but it's taking me a lot of time to actually build the deck. So I'm sorry, folks, that you have to bear with me. No pun intended. Alright, we are on the play. We can drop a Vampire Spawn and take it from there. Need white for Humiliation, but we'll maybe hopefully stabilize long enough we can like drop these guys or hold or keep up our Vampire Spawn. Opponent's also playing a grindy mid-range deck. Alright, so this might just be a weird game where we just sit back and just draw go. Sultai, okay. Bronze Walrus. Would love to kill this too. But now he has his 3 mana dork, so this can be kind of awkward. Sculptor Merchant's nice though. So do I humiliate this? I think I might just humiliate this. I'm not lying. But I do use up a treasure here, which is kind of awkward. So I might just wait and then try to ramp this out instead and kill him. So we'll see go. Like I could take this out and slow him down, but might save this for something better as well. Sure, that's fine. So even if I kill this, he would have dropped this anyway, so I guess I don't get punished that badly. But yeah, this deck is full of like expensive stuff, but... So like if our mana dork dies, it could be a huge problem. And our deck could also use a card like Druid of the Emerald Grove as well, so... Kind of interesting to note. Alright, we got some lands. And then, yeah, I think we just say go again. Do nothing. Keep up our Dread Lindworms. Not sure if I should sack my treasure though and draw 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll be tapping out though, so this is a weird game. Also sack the Vampire, but just keep saying go. I guess I drop this now. It could get countered or removed, but I gotta do something, so, you know. Whatever. Just get countered. Probably seen undersimplify here. Nope. And then maybe we can humiliate this in attack. Assuming that this doesn't go away. Alright, opponent's not doing ramping into much. Like, he's ramping, but I don't care. Alright, so I guess we just humiliate here. This Basilisk and then attack. He could have his own Linnorm as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Yep, he has it. They always have it. So we'll just say go. Do nothing. Make him use it. And then he runs this out, and then we can try to ambush with Linnorm eventually as well. So... Could also have his own bite effect. That could be annoying as well. Not sure. Pilgrim's Eye seems okay. At least I can, like, follow up with the Linnorm, so that's not bad. And then, yeah. Say go. I can even sacrifice this end of turn to just draw a card. But I'm fine with this block, and then if he tries to, like, do something, I can give this hexproof and get a nice exchange here. That's an interesting card, so his dragons can gain hexproof in 1/1 counters, so I can't target a meteor golem anymore. That's annoying. Holy shit, a 7/7. That's really dumb. I'm hoping he attacks with this though, so then I can try to make this into an 8/8. And hope I don't get blown out. I think I go for it, and take 3. Otherwise, I'm never going to use this, and that's going to be awkward, so I think I gotta go for it. And hope he doesn't have any tricks here. And if this resolves, then I can attack with this next turn, and then if he blocks, I can use another Lindworm trick. I can always just chump and sack this too, since it has no hexproof, so let's move to attacks. Let's just go for it. I guess I might as well attack here too. I guess I want this back to chump in case. So, he let it resolve last time, so I think we do it again. Yeah, this is fine. And that's an 11/11, so now we can keep up our tricks and stuff. And yeah. I can jump and sack draw with the Skullport Merchant end of turn. And then if he kills this, then yeah, I get to run out Linnorm. So I still kind of like 4-for-1 him here. Like, it's obviously going to be bad if he kills this, but that's fine. Probably just kill the Death Toucher and we should be fine. The opponent's also just playing a bunch of randomly bad cards. And we can prevent the Scry here by sacrificing this too. And I think I'll sack the Pilgrim's Eye. I don't really care about keeping this around. This also makes it very difficult for him to block. Like, I can attack past everything on the ground with Linnorm, so that's great. It's like 5 colors, or 4. Maybe he's debating specializing here. It'd be kind of scary if he does drop a big, like, dragon that's hexproof and I can't answer it. That's okay. I think I'm fine chumping and sacking too. I could also trade here. Trading here isn't bad too, like we can just trade here. Or just chump and sack. Why not? I guess by trading we prevent more damage, so yeah. Do I meteor golem this? I can. But I think I want to just drop a 7/6 that can start pummeling. I might even need to kill this too, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm hoping he just doesn't draw into so much removal that he just tempos me out. I guess this does become like large. Oh, it does. So I guess I might as well trade. Oh, he's just gonna pump another. Okay, I guess I'll have to kill this then. and then just take some hits for now. Take 9. It's not great, but I'll have to take it. Right. And then now we have to kill this and then start attacking for 7. And hopefully that's enough. And at least this can at least chump and block or trade or something, but this has to go. Please don't have anything. This is only 1 mana. Come on. Come on, let it resolve. Thanks. I guess he's showing priority of the Dragonborn Looter. If he main phases this is a good sign. Means he doesn't have an answer, or he's just... I guess he might, but he's just doing it main phase just for maybe some more options. That's annoying. So he can reanimate? That sucks. And he can just do it now, too. That's a bummer. I'm hoping he messes up here and gets something bad. But he can just make a big body. Yeah, he can just get this Cervic here. That's kind of annoying, sure. But maybe I can still kill him quickly. Because, like, he might be forced to chump now. And I can still trade here, too. Which I don't mind. Yeah, I'll trade. It does trample, so that kind of sucks. Still 5 life. Oh, alright, that's not great. So I might need to stay back now. Is a second Underdark Basilisk? Sure. I guess I can still block. Alright, that's not bad. This is pretty good. I think we have to attack, though. I guess he can trample and kill me, right? With a stupid Death Touch. Oh my god, I didn't think about that. Yeah, I really did not think about that. But I guess he can do that with any creature. So I'm hoping he actually blocks here, but no. So do I just Owlbear? I guess I do. Just to be safe. I guess Jahiro can give me some life. Yeah, Jahiro is fine too, so I can do this. Blow up this artifact just to be safe. And then gain some life, and hopefully this is enough to survive. Because again, he can just Death Touch and trample through me, so that's not good. At least here I can block, and then attack for 7 next turn. So that might just save my butt. Yeah, I can still take the damage here. But this trade has to happen. Yeah, 10 power trample, okay. So I guess I'm still dead because he can, like, distribute 1 damage here. It's kind of stupid. Yeah, this is so dumb. Oh, I hate this game sometimes. Yeah, that sucks. I guess it's just GG's. Yeah, he can just trample over all for 9, so... If he knows how to assign combat damage, that is. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many creatures I put in front. I guess I can put 2 creatures in front of here. But that would put me down to, like, 8. And this would still trample over and kill me, so I guess that doesn't work. Alright, I mean, unless the opponent messes up here, I think he has lethal. But yeah, him just being able to bring this back was pretty dumb. I don't think this is a good card, though. Yeah, he's just going to do this to trample over. Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough, opponent. 4. I guess that's still 8, right? If he doesn't count it correctly, we got it. I guess that's 10. Never mind. That's 6 and then 4. So dumb. Whatever. I'm not going to waste my time. Like, yeah, his tramples over 6. This is 4. It's 10. Sure. And we still have this strange bug where the music just doesn't appear at all. This hand, if I can get a land that's decent, so I'll keep. Oh, might just get run over by this. Yeah, our card can be kind of annoying, especially since it double teams and it just pumps all the demons, devils, and imps. So hopefully I can trade for this or like block it. Yeah, but now I'm taking 4. Kind of crazy how this card can like kind of take over the game. So next turn, run out Skullport. We can keep up Humiliation. Hopefully that's fine enough. I can also run this out, but I think this is more fun. This way, when he tries to use a pump trick, I can at least punish him. He's less likely to attack. That's annoying. Okay, so I need to get rid of this as well. Does Bandit Getter do anything? Not really. I can Pilgrim's Eye and then still keep up Humiliation. I could also use Dread Lindorm here and then just target my own Skullport Merchant when he attacks and then try to ambush. That could be a reasonable play too. Could also just do this. I think I'll try to ambush here actually. This is kind of cool. Hopefully it resolves. He doesn't have like something annoying. But like I do want to ambush and kill this, so. He doesn't pump the Mirrodin, okay. I'm hoping he doesn't have the Patriarch's whatever Humiliation, but I guess I can counter his Patriarch's Humiliation with my own Patriarch's Humiliation. So this is fine. So the question is, do I do it here? He makes it indestructible, but I can remove the indestructible by doing this. It's kind of annoying though, but whatever. It's a card for a card. I guess that doesn't get rid of it. That was dumb. Yeah, that was pretty stupid. So now he can just keep doing that, but I can band together and kill it, I suppose. Let's just do it now. And now he has a stupid flyer, so that's kind of annoying. I might just start losing my rankings because I'm not drafting white. That's like 2 of my removal spells now. But I have to get rid of it, right? Because like he's just gonna keep tapping my guys down. But now the flyer is a huge problem. He's gonna start flying over now. Still bad. Another Skullport Merchant. Guess we can do this. Get the white mana that we don't need. And then just cast Grave Choice on his turn. So I think I can wait until he attacks too, just to be safe. I guess now he can give this instant speed. It's so dumb. Yeah, I thought this got rid of all abilities, right? Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I tried this already when someone else tried to do the Blessed Hippogriff thing and it didn't work, so. Alright, we just lose, right? This is dumb. Yeah, he's just gonna tap this down. We're just gonna take a ton of damage, but whatever. Let's see if he blunders here. Yeah, he doesn't care about giving me an extra one. Alright, you got it. Alright, this is probably the quickest draft ever. Just getting wrecked by a white deck, and then the previous multicolor deck just managed to just reanimate one of his creatures that had synergy. But whatever. I just wanted to showcase the power of white in this format. But this is kind of like the plan B option if white is cut off. Just either go like black-red or black-green, I think. And then black-red is better than black-green. Don't know why. I think it's because the red aggressive, like, creatures are actually, like... Since you're being aggressive, you can just steal games. Not sure how that works, what the logic behind that is, but... like, sometimes they miss... If they miss out on their land drops or 2-drops, like, you have a hard chance of just winning by just playing aggro. Sure, I'll try it. We're not Skullport, we have Humiliation. Oh, we aren't facing against white. Maybe we have a chance. I can get rid of the ability of Patriarchs with that. I might just do that right now, actually. I think it's fine. Like, just main phase it. Like, it gets rid of all abilities so he doesn't draw a card. It's just really nice doing that. And then we can, like, keep up Dread Lenorm or something next turn, not sure. Vampire Spawn, sure. I think I'm just gonna keep up this ability and say go. Like, there's a chance he tries a Grim Bounty on this thing, and then I can blow him out. Another Prowler, okay. It's a good card. Yeah, this card's just so good. And the crappy thing is, like, now he has, like, the Sepulchre Ghoul, it gets even worse. I could try to force him to, like, stack and then use a Dread Lenorm in response. That could be a reasonable play as well. I think I'll try that. Like, this way we still block and then he still stacks his Prowler. Because I do want him to, like, actively stack here. And I'm going to make him do it, so... Hopefully I won't die from this. But I still get the Hexproof, and then I don't think there's any 4-mana removal here. That's fine. And then I'm just going to cast a Lindworm here and hope it's enough. And it's going to be Hexproof, so I guess he can use removal on this first and see what's up. But yeah, this just bounces off, so that's nice. I mean, I gotta use it eventually, because otherwise it just sits in play all day. I don't really care about this, I can block it all day. This is a good one though. What's this? So you can activate Specialize from your graveyard, which is nice. If this creature can't blocked. Okay, when it's re-specialized for any zone target creature. Okay, so it can also make a creature unable to block. That's pretty good. And then black. When it starts specialized for any zone, you may sacrifice a creature if you do. Okay, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's strong. Bring out the Cho Giant here. And then we'll just have to take a beating from this Guild Swarm Prowler because it's just going to draw him a card. Hopefully eventually we can deal with this, but yeah, this is a problem too. And this is a good rare. It can just keep coming back. That's so dumb. Like, I guess I'll block it, like... I mean, that's a weird attack, but I guess I will. I guess he just wants to specialize it and, like, make us sacrifice a creature, right? Sure. Fireball. I hate losing this, but we do have a second copy. And I'd rather just have the Hill Giant Herd Gorger. He might just double block this as well, which I'm fine, but attacking here is good too. Do I run out Wilson or Sepulchre? Sepulchre makes more sense, I feel like. This can block here, and then... Yeah, I don't want to showcase Sepulchre yet. I mean, Wilson yet, so... We'll say go. I guess he can attack me to 5-3 now, that's pretty annoying, but I can still chump and sack and try to put this in the graveyard. I guess this is a 4-4 as well, it's pretty annoying. I guess I take it, right? I could also just block here just to annoy him, make him sack the Prowler. And then I do lose my spawn, but then he loses Prowler. So in a sense, it's just trading for Prowler. Okay, he's going to do this instead. So I never seen really this card in action, but now I get to see it. This holds off my 7/6 as well, which is kind of annoying. Yeah, he has like all the copies of it. This guy knows what he's doing. This crappy card. I can't believe I put in my deck too. I'm probably just going to specialize and get rid of this. Not even sure if there's a point in doing that though. Reach Trample in War 2. I guess that's fine. Make this into a big bear. Sure. I don't think the Aether Cap is useful in this matchup. And I'd rather just have a 4/4 that I can maybe trade here. Or 5/5. And this can at least block the 5/6. This can block here, but I guess he can specialize and make a creature unable to block here. Now he can pump here, which is annoying. So I might just have to trade here too. Even though I'm down a card, but I don't want to discard land anyways because this is important. So I'll probably just block here, and I should be fine. Yeah, I'm fine blocking trading. It's fair enough. It's a good trade for him too. Land please? No land. I'm never gonna get land here. That's bad. Alright, I'll just run out Jaheira. And then yeah, we'll just say go, stay back, block everything, trade for maybe the Death Touchers. Which is what, a 4/4 first strike haste? That's pretty ridiculous. We could just trade for these. Like, I hate having him draw cards, but this is also making it harder for me to like win the game. So I'm actually just down to trade, to be honest. I kind of just want this down so I can start attacking. Sure. I guess I can now specialize and maybe stack, right? Oh no, he can only sack his own. I think I'm gonna trade here. It's really annoying. But I don't want these Death Touches around anyways, and I do want to just start attacking and hope he just doesn't draw into some more action. Which he probably will, given this opponent knows what's up. Like, he's playing just good cards here. So he probably will eventually get something good. But at least I can start beating down. I can also give this Trample as well next turn, if I don't get anything good. I think I'll attack here, though. For sure, and then run out the Dread Lindorm. And then maybe, like, we can give this Trample next turn and take it from there. Just takes it? Okay, no fear. Does he think he can get lethal next turn? And now I can give this Trample and try to steal the game. So I don't know what this is. I guess it's... yeah, he might have something. That's a pretty, like, aggressive non-chump block. That's a really good card. Holy shit. I guess I'll trade here. Yeah, he's going to stabilize if this manages to gain him life. I think I have to block here. Feels bad, though. This is a good card. So good. Yeah, he's just going to gain a ton of life and kill me, so I can't allow this to happen. And I'll be dead next turn if he hastes this outright, so that's stupid. And we just do nothing, so yeah, welcome to Magic. Alright, sorry for the saltiness, but this draft just didn't line up. It's just White is just so powerful, but we lose this game anyways, 100%, so it's a waste of time. Because what he can do is he can just specialize this from the graveyard, it comes in with haste, and then he's just gonna deal enough damage to kill me, so there's no point. Alright, anyways, yeah, this was one of those rough drafts, unfortunately, but yeah, Black-Green can definitely still be a really fun deck, but our final bosses were just yeah, pretty good. So unfortunately, just gotta lick the wounds and go 3-0. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoy, and as always, have a wonderful day. Bye.